The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and this is the official live fight reaction for Natasha Jonas versus Terri Harper. It's the Matchroom Boxing Eddie Hearn fight camp. Didn't think I'd be live for this card today because I'll be honest with you guys, I really didn't really care much about it. But you know what? It's boxing. It's boxing. So we're gonna give you guys that raw and uncut boxing talk. But let me just get set up right now. For those of you wondering what's going on, you got Chris Smith in the ring. You know, one of the better British cruiserweights on the scene right now. He's taking on a guy named Nathan Thornley. So hold on, let me turn this volume up. And let's not waste any time. Make sure you smash that like button, all that good stuff. See. So yeah, Chris Smith. For those of you who don't know, this guy's one of the. You know, he's one of the many guys around that in that British cruiserweight scene. You know, you got guys like him, Isaac Chamberlain. These guys are all trying to break their way into the world scene. Obviously, we know we have Lawrence Okoli, who's supposed to fight for that vacant belt against Krzysztof Kowalski. So it's a very important fight for Jason Thornley. You know, this is a guy that's 10-1. He's getting a little bit of buzz right now. You know, he comes out of the city of Bournemouth. Shout out to Bournemouth, the South Coast. Stand up. You know what I'm saying? But I like Chris Smith, and speaking of Chris Smith, he just dropped Jason Thornley here in the first round. So great start for Chris Smith. That's what you want to see if you're Chris Smith. This is the most positive start you could have asked for. You're fighting a guy who, you know, was from what I hear, an accomplished amateur in Thornley. You're trying to make a statement and push your way up the ranks. But getting back to Chris Smith, this is a guy that. You know, he's only 2 fights removed. This is only his second fight since he lost to the current British cruiserweight champion, Richard Riakpo. Riakpo is an excellent fighter. Riakpo is British champion. Riakpo looks like a guy that's going to be a serious threat and potentially could be a guy that pushes on the world level. That is only a loss so far, and it was a close fight. It was a split decision. So it goes to show you that Bill Smith is a better fighter than people probably know right now. And right now he's fighting Nathan Thornley, who is 14-0 in his own right. And Thornley's 14-0, 6 KOs. He's coming to you live and direct from Cardiff, Wales. But when you really get into the meat of Thornley's record, I mean, it's pretty trash, actually. I mean, he beat a guy with his last 3 fights. He boxed a guy who was 13-61, 20-106, and 10-101. So Thornley, although his record looks nice, is very padded, and you would think that Bill Smith's going to come in here and fold him up like a blue steel chair. But it's your boy BT. This is the live fight reaction to the first fight on the card. Make sure you guys smash that like button, do all that good stuff. I don't expect a whole ton of people on this particular live because this is a big fight. But Chris Smith's doing a great job of stalking Thornley all around that ring. He's going downstairs. He's digging to that body. Fainting, being very patient right now with Thornley. Thornley really seems like he's having a hard time escaping Bill Smith. And Bill Smith scores his second knockdown of the fight. He's just folding him up. He's just doing whatever he wants, whenever he wants with Nathan Thornley. And this is why, guys, it's very important that you fight good opposition position on the way up for when you do step up.
Shots that he's landing there, Bill Smith, the right hand. I mean, they're partially being blocked by Thornley, but the sheer weight of them are still disoriented.
So 1 minute and 44 seconds left here in the second round. Chris Smith having his way early with Nathan Thornley here in the second round. Already 2 knockdowns for the man from Bournemouth. Oh, here we go, Nathan Thornley. Nathan Thornley lands a nice, straight, compact 1-2. I want to see more of that from Thornley. Don't just let Chris Smith come in here and bully you. Can't have it. Ooh, good left hook from Chris Smith. Oh my God! Great counter punch by Chris Smith. He scores another knockdown on Nathan Thornley. That's 3 knockdowns in 2 rounds, and he's beat the count. Thornley. He's walking forward, and the referee has waved it off. He's waved it off. Chris Smith with a dominant conclusive performance against Nathan Thornley, and that's 2 wins, two wins in a row, 2 wins on the bounce, following his close loss to Richard Riakpo. It was a very dominant performance from the man that hails from the South Coast, Chris Smith, and overall, just a shout out to the young man. You know, it was a good performance. Thornley, I mean, I really didn't look much into these fights coming in, so I'm just kind of learning on the fly. Thornley had a really padded record. I mean, extremely, extremely padded. So it's once you get into the records and who they fought, it's not really that surprising to see why he beat Thornley the way he did. But Thornley did show, credit to him, in that second round, he did show a little bit of heart. He landed a couple of decent shots and was able to really put Chris Smith in some deep, dark, and uncomfortable situations. So much love and much respect to him. But it's your boy BT. It's the untouchable True School Sports Empire. It's currently 2:56 p.m. here in beautiful South Florida. And Chris Smith, he's opened up the second Eddie Hearn Matchroom Boxing Fight Camp with a dominant performance. 3 knockdowns against Nathan Thornley. So, yeah. My man Iman Hennessy says Hobie Price is going to be big. Yeah, I've heard good things about Hobie Price. I'm looking forward to seeing him. I haven't really seen much of him, but I've heard about him. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Hobie can do. I'm looking forward to seeing if the what I see in the ring matches any of the hype that I've been hearing from Eddie Hearn and people that I know in British boxing. So we'll see, man. But for the 10 of you that are here, do me a favor. Give me let me know what city, what state, what continent you guys are watching from, and we can definitely talk.
As we go forward. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Lyson calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage. 2 minutes and 5 seconds of round number 2.
Hold on, guys.
By RSC and still the Commonwealth Cruiserweight Champion.
Shout out to my main man, Troll Network, out there in the UK. So they're probably going to interview Chris Smith soon, but I want to kind of look at the other fights on the card. You got my man Iman mentioned, you got Hobie Price. He's taking on the 5-4 Johnny Phillips in his 3rd professional fight. You also got Anthony Fowler, who I'll be honest with you, I'm not really the biggest Anthony Fowler. I don't think much of him. I don't think he's going to be anything crazy. I think he's very overhyped by Matchroom Boxing and Sky Sports. But he's fighting Adam Harper, who's 9-1. So let's see who this Adam Harper fellow is. I don't know shit about no Adam Harper. Yeah, shout out to everybody who was here. I didn't even think I was going to be live today. Oh, my God. So Anthony Fowler is fighting a guy, Adam Harper, who has no knockouts in 10 fights. So he's never stopped anybody in his life. He fought Michael Zarafa. Zarafa outpointed him to win the vacant British Commonwealth title. And that's really the biggest fight he's ever been in. You know, he won the English super welterweight title, which is actually below British. So this is a fight where Anthony Fowler is supposed to look like $1 million. Oh my God. Yes, Troll Network. I agree. Let's go to your comment. Anthony Fowler is the king of tune-up fights. He is the king of tick-over fights. I'm not a fan of the guy. I don't know why Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, all parties involved, I don't know why they keep trying to shove him down our throats. You know, we can clearly see he's not world level. He might become world level, but stop trying to shove him down our throats as if he's some world level fighter. But let's go to Chris Smith. Chris Smith is talking to Sky Sports right now. Let's see what he has to say.
Yeah, it was different with no crowd, but yeah, happy to win, happy to finish. I felt I hurt him in the first round, not visibly, but I could tell when you're landing those shots, you know. And then obviously dropped him just at the end of the first, and yeah, I just knew the finish was coming. He had to fight back, and then but as soon as he had success, I knew he'd get reckless, so I just walked him onto a shot. Is this like anything you've experienced?
What is it called? It's a little bit more. It's Beach Walk Resort. So we're at Beach Walk Resort. Like, we should link up sometime or something. It's just me and Maddie. Like, literally, we came down here just chilling. Just to chill, yeah.
Hold on, guys. Some girls hit me up on IG. Beach Walk Resort. All right, so two very attractive women are here in South Florida that I know from out of town, and apparently they're chilling at Beach Walk Resort. So after I'm done with this live, I'm gonna go take a trip down to Beach Walk Resort. Anyway, let's get back to the card. I don't want to be distracted by no more women. Yeah, good performance from Chris Billen-Smith. I don't know why the audio went out on the Matchroom Boxing show on feed. What the hell's audio? Fuck's the audio at? Oh no. But yeah, shout out to everybody here. My man John Gordon says great unbiased channel. He says a great unbiased take on boxing from Sheffield, England. A big shout out to my man John Gordon out there in Sheffield, England. You know, I've never been to Sheffield, but I've met a lot of people from Sheffield, and everybody I met from Sheffield has been absolutely lovely. So shout out to you over there in Sheffield. James, nah, I don't know about all that, man. I mean, I wouldn't turn it. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to walk the righteous path, but let's just say, I don't know if you guys heard the audio, but them girls are gonna make it very hard for me to stay on the righteous path. But I'm gonna do my best to stay on the righteous path. But God's gonna have to help me. Anyway, there's 3 more fights on the card. You got Hobie Price in his 3rd professional fight. You got Anthony Fowler, and then you have the main event, which I haven't even talked about yet, which is Terri Harper versus Natasha Jonas. Now, I think this fight, for me, this fight is it's mildly interesting. You know, I'm not like a big fan of women's boxing per se, but like women's boxing, this fight in particular, Natasha Jonas was a former Olympian. She's someone that well accomplished amateur. Terri Harper has been getting a lot of hype from the Matchroom, you know, Eddie Hearn and whatnot. Not even just Matchroom. When I was in the UK, because I went to the UK in December of last year. When I was in the UK, Terri Harper got a lot of she got a lot of hype. She was getting a lot of people in the boxing gyms who have seen her. From what I heard, we're just giving her great praise. They were saying this girl is good. She's going to really go far in boxing. So I'm looking forward to seeing it, you know, who's going to win that fight. You know, what do you guys think? For my British viewers, like for my British viewers out there, like who do you got in that fight? What do you make of Natasha Jonas? What do you think to make it Terri Harper? If you have an opinion on it, I mean, I'd like to know, because personally, I do need to be a bit informed on it myself. So that's just what it is. But it's the untouchable True School Sports Empire, you know, bringing you guys another live fight reaction. Right now, I'm doing the solo dolo live fight reaction because Pops is he's taking care of my sister right now, so they're out and about. So it's just me right now. He might come by later, but yeah, man. Let me see. Tomorrow, just so you guys know, program reminder for tomorrow. I thought it was today, but it's actually tomorrow. Tomorrow, the interview with Deontay Wilder's strength and conditioning coach, Joey Scott. It's 21 minutes long. It's a great interview. It'll be premiering tomorrow on the channel. I think around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, something like that. So I'll be on the lookout for that. Got a bunch of interviews coming up, but I don't know when they're all going to be out. So I got a lot of work to do. But yeah, get your boxing questions in while you guys can, because right now we're still patiently awaiting for the next fight on the Eddie Hearn Matchroom Fight Camp. I think the next fight should probably be Terri Harper. Not Terri Harper. What's his name? Hobie Price. It should be Hobie Price next. But I really appreciate everybody that's been here, man. James always shows love. Shout out to James. Shout out to Eric Rosas. He's been here consistently. The Troll Network, he's new to the channel. Shout out to him. You know, I don't got the biggest channel, but I definitely got great support. So I really appreciate you guys. What else? Next week, for those of you guys wondering, next week, we will be doing a live fight reaction for David Benavidez versus Romero Angulo, and that's going to be a hell of a fight. That's a Showtime boxing card. That'll be August 15th. That'll be a nighttime card, so me and Pops will be live for that one. It's going to be a hell of a fight. You know, you got David Benavidez coming back, defending that WBC super middleweight title against the very tough and very game Romero Angulo. You know, and people, a lot of people want to overlook Romero Angulo, but this is a guy in Angulo who's coming off of an upset win over the previously unbeaten and very hyped up Anthony Sims Jr. So he's going to come into this fight with a lot of confidence. I actually had a chance to watch him train because he trains in my area. He's from the South Florida area. He was training at the he was training at Mundo Boxing Gym, and you know, he's a Pedro Diaz fighter. And if you guys know anything about Pedro Diaz, if you know anything about his history in boxing, his fighters, you know, they always come prepared and they train to win. You know, they train to win. That's the motto of Mundo Boxing. So My prediction for that fight, when it does happen, I got Benavidez fighting a very game Romero Angulo. I think Romero Angulo will win a round or two. I think he's going to push him. But I just think his lack of punch variety, his simplicity as a fighter, is going to be his ultimate undoing. It's not bad to be simple, but I think against a guy like Benavidez, you got to be able to hurt him and back him up. And I don't think Romero can do that consistently throughout the fight. So I think he's going to have some success early. But as the fight wears on and Benavidez settles into a good rhythm and catches that and catches a second win in the later rounds, he's gonna get him out of there. I can't see Romero Angulo being able to withstand a fight for the whole, just a 9 rounds with Benavidez. I can't see it, but we'll see, man. This is a Romero Angulo who we know, if anything else about him, we know he's gonna be tough. We know he's gonna be durable. He's someone that fought Gilberto Ramirez in that world title fight many years ago, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he pushed Gilberto the full 12 rounds. So, yeah, man, I'm expecting big things in terms of his effort from Romero Angulo. I'm not expecting him to win, but I'm expecting him to be very game. Chase Athletic says Mundo Boxing Gym. That's right, Mundo Boxing Gym. Stand up. Do you think Jonas has a chance? I think she's got a slight chance. I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen a ton of Terri Harper, so I don't think I really have a valid opinion on the fight. I did have a look at her record. I did do a little bit of research on her before I came on here. I know she fought Eva Wallstrom and she fought Vivian Obanoff, and these are two women that are named fighters that have been in the ring with other named fighters in women's boxing in her weight class, and she did well against them. Like, she did really, really well against them, but she didn't stop them. So she's got 5 knockouts in 10 fights. I think she's probably, from what I've heard and from what I've seen in clips, she strikes me as a slightly above average puncher, but nothing like crazy. Like, she's not Amanda Serrano or anything like that. So I think Jonas has a chance. She's older. I think she's like 34 or 35, or I think she might be 36. But Jonas comes in with a lot of amateur pedigree. This is a woman who I know she boxed and represented Great Britain in the 2012 Olympics, or it might be 2012 or 2008. I'm not sure which one it was, but I know she was on the Olympic team. I don't remember if she medaled, but I know she comes in with good amateur pedigree. So I don't have a real opinion on the fight. I really, to be honest with you, the fight that I really wanted to see on this card already happened. I wanted to see Chris Billum-Smith because he's a fighter that interests me. I think he's a good young prospect. I think he's someone that in British boxing we should be looking out for, because Chris Billum-Smith, he's someone that I had a chance to watch a bit of his fight with Richard Riakpo, and because I was actually in the UK when that fight happened, and that was a fight that was of interest to me. I actually almost wound up covering that fight when I was in the UK, but Matchroom Boxing denied me. But I did watch it. And Riakpo is a good fighter. I think Riakpo is going to be a solid contender for sure. I think he's going to be someone that breaks into the world level really, really soon. And Billum-Smith, I don't think it was a split decision type of a fight, but he had his moments in that fight. And I think that he's someone that I think has a chance to become a world level fighter, because I think he's better than a lot of other fighters at British level at cruiserweight. And I think that if he keeps winning, right, you got Isaac Chamberlain, who's fighting August 22nd. Maybe Isaac Chamberlain, if Isaac can put together a couple of wins and look good, maybe Chris Billum-Smith versus Isaac Chamberlain is a good British fight that they can look into. Billum-Smith is an Eddie Hearn fighter. Isaac has now signed to Mick Hennessy Promotions, so that could be, I think, a good fight. Isaac was a guy that was looked at to be someone who could crack the world level. He's been in there with the likes of Usyk and Wilder and Dillian White and Anthony Joshua, but he had that fight with Okoli, and then he lost in one of the most boringest fights you'll ever see. And then he came back, beat Luke Watkins, and he's been inactive for about a year and a half. So we'll see how he looks. John Gordon says that she's a boxer, no puncher. Terri Harper. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I mean, I haven't seen a ton of her. I've just seen clips here and there and heard things about her, but Anthony Fowler is I'll tell you this, guys. Anthony Fowler, I had a quick look at his guy's resume and his box rec, and homeboy was 9-1 with no knockouts, and his most high profile fight came against Michael Zarafa, and he got outboxed by Michael Zarafa. So that kind of shows you the level he's at, and it really shows you that, man, Anthony Fowler, I know on my channel, like I say that like Deontay Wilder's witness protection, Canelo's witness protection, you know, when I get mad at them and stuff. But this guy is really, really in the witness protection program for boxing. This guy won't fight anybody. He won't fight anybody. He won't fight Scott Fitzgerald again. You know, they were talking about that rematch, even though I don't think he deserves one, because I thought Fitzgerald beat him pretty clearly and pretty soundly. But you know, Eddie Hearn's kind of hinted at that here and there, so that's just what it is. But we're patiently awaiting the second fight on the Eddie Hearn Matchroom Fight Camp. I believe it'll be Hobie Price next. So when that happens, we'll definitely commentate and let you guys know what's going on. But yeah, it's your boy BT. This is the Untouchable True School Sports Empire. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. And by the way, guys, we are 7. I'm gonna hit 30,000 subscribers this week. Like, it's gonna happen so soon. I'm like right there. So I'm looking really forward to hitting that milestone. Do you think Delphine Persoon will beat Katie Taylor? That's a good question. I don't think she's fought since the Katie Taylor fight, but I think it might. I think she might actually. I think she will, because from what I saw in the first fight, I just think the way Katie Taylor fights it meshes well with what Persoon does well. Katie Taylor's a fighter that is used to controlling the distance. She's used to controlling pace. She's used to being the boss in that ring on her own terms. But with Katie Taylor, with Delphine Persoon, you know, Persoon has to make Katie Taylor get out of her plan A. And I like Katie Taylor, but she's one of those fighters, I think, to where she's very skilled, she's very good, but if you take her off of her plan A, if you take her off her initial game plan, I think she's the kind of fighter that against a fighter like Persoon, she'll struggle to make those adjustments. And we saw that in the first fight. So I would actually favor Persoon slightly in that fight. But all credit goes to both of them for making the fight again. You know, the first fight was very enjoyable. It was probably the best fight I've ever seen in the history of women's boxing, even though I haven't watched a ton of women's boxing. Fowler is also a drug dealer. I mean, hey, you got to get it how you live, right? He's got bills to pay. We've got bills to pay. As long as he don't hurt me, I'm okay with that, champ. But yeah, we'll see. What else we got coming up? August 22nd. I think August 22nd. I can't remember what cards are August 22nd. I know August 22nd is that Shakan Pitters card on I think it's Mick Hennessy Promotions. Isaac Chamberlain's fighting on that card, so I'll probably be live for that fight as well. And that's just what it is. Let me see what else happened in boxing. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw, Manny Pacquiao recently stated that he shot down the ridiculous rumor that he's going to fight Golovkin at 160. So any of you guys that wanted to see Pacquiao fight Golovkin at 160, that's not happening. That's not happening at all. See what I'm saying? But yeah. Type your comments down below, guys. What else happened? Paulie Malignaggi's one of his friends got mad at Showtime, and he was like, "You fuck with the wrong guy." So Paulie's not going to be Paulie. Something's going to happen between Paulie and Showtime. I think his firing might actually wind up in some sort of legal action from Paulie and his friend and things like that. That's what it looks like, because he was on Twitter shooting his mouth off about that. You had that. You had just a lot of things going on in boxing. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man, but like these Matchroom cards, they got a lot of commercials. I'm sitting here patiently waiting for Hobie Price. I want to give a big shout out to my main man, Project Jab, with the $5 super chat. Hold on. It's coming up soon. I'm going to click it. He said, Project Jab said, "Always impressed with your knowledge, BT. Congrats with the upcoming 30,000 subscribers." Absolutely. Much respect to you, Project Jab. I've seen you in the chats a couple of times. Thank you for watching and just supporting the channel. You know, I'm somebody that really loves this sport. And, you know, there's a million things you guys could be doing. All 14 of you that are here, there's a million things you guys could be doing. You could be working out. You could be with the missus. You could be, you know, trading stocks. You could be doing a million other things but watching True School Sports. But you're watching True School Sports because you enjoy what I put out there. And for that, I'm just very, very grateful and happy that people enjoy what's being put out there. So yeah, man. Any boxing questions you guys want answered, fire them away. Put them in the comments, and we're definitely going to Put them dunks in the comments, and I'll answer them while we're waiting for this next fight because it's just taking forever in a day. It is also worth noting, guys, that Terrence Crawford was recently called out by Ray Robinson for a fight. Not Sugar Ray Robinson, but Ray Robinson from Philadelphia, the one that boxed Josh Kelly, the tall southpaw. You know, and I think that's a fight that if Terrence Crawford's unable to secure Manny Pacquiao or any of the other big names we want to see him with, I wouldn't mind Ray Robinson. I think it would actually be good preparation for Earl Spence fight because he's a tall, big southpaw welterweight. And what is Earl Spence? He's a big southpaw welterweight. You know, so is he the best fighter in the world? No, but is he a respectable top 20 caliber welterweight who can give Terrence Crawford some stylistic problems? Yes. Skills. He beat Terrence in the amateurs. They're both signed to the same promotional company. I don't see why they don't make that fight, or why they wouldn't at least look into making that fight. It's not like a primary option, but it's an option they should look into. I mentioned August 22nd, guys. August 22nd, there's 2 British cards on. There's the Mick Hennessy card with Shakan Pitters and what's his name, and there's Povetkin versus White. So I'm not sure if one is before the other, but if one is before the other, you will more than likely get more than one live fight reaction. My main man, Johnny Boy. Shout out to Johnny Boy, my brethren over there in the Midwest. He said, "Let's go, champ." It's always good to see Johnny Boy in the comment section doing his thing. You know, make sure you guys go subscribe to Johnny Boy. I think he's like at 8,000 subscribers or something like that. Let's get that man to 10,000 subscribers because he be giving you guys that raw, rugged boxing talk. Did you catch Dalton Smith last week on the Egerton Cheeseman undercard on the Zone? I didn't. That's actually one of the few fights I did get a chance to see. I didn't see. I actually haven't even watched Ted Cheeseman versus Sam Egerton yet because I think what was I watching? I think I was watching hockey. I was watching hockey or baseball or something. I was watching something else. But as far as Dalton Smith, he looks pretty good against. I think the guy he fought was Clay. Was it Clay Bennett? He fought Clay Bennett. Looked pretty good. Looked promising. You know, I think he looks pretty solid. His first 5 fights in the professional ranks. Looked to be a pretty poised, technical boxer. Decent counter punching. I think he's going to be someone that I'll keep my eyes on. You know, because a lot of times with these matchroom fighters, a lot of them are just overhyped. Like Anthony Fowler is very overhyped, but Dalton Smith looks like he could actually be one for the future. So I'll definitely keep my eye out for him. I do like Dalton Smith. But it looks like the next fight is coming on. It's Hopey Price versus Phillips. So I'm going to turn the volume up. It's your boy BT. Make sure you guys smash that like button and support the channel. I'm trying to figure out what the hell the volume is, though, because for whatever reason, the volume to this damn Matchroom card is just not working. Like on the stream, like I have the stream working, but like I can see the fight, I can see the picture, but the volume. My TV volume is at 100. The volume isn't on mute here, so BT, who's had more bums, Wilder or Elton John? Man, you crazy, John. But to answer your question, definitely Elton John. Hey, that's the Beatles. I can't even think of any Elton John songs right now. I was gonna sing an Elton John song. Yeah, so I don't know why, guys, but for some strange reason, the Matchroom boxing card. The stream I'm watching has went out, and I'm watching it on Crack Boxing Stream. So I'm gonna have to go to VIP League or VIP Box, whatever the hell it's called, and we're gonna go pay them a visit because Crack Stream is tripping. They don't want to see a young man from Dania. They don't want to see a young kid from South Florida succeed. They want to keep the kid from South Florida down. They don't want the kid from South Florida popping off because he's positive. But you know what? We're gonna keep going. We're gonna make it do what it do. I don't understand why Crack Streams is doing this. The Hobie Price fight hasn't started yet, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna get a stream with some sound here because the stream had picture, but it didn't have no damn sound. No, I'm saying I can't even lie to you guys. I can't wait till this live is over because I'm gonna have myself a really good time with my female friends. I'm hyped for it. Here we go.
Third man in the ring from Gillingham, A-star referee, Mr. Ian John Lewis. And now,
Here we
ladies and
go.
gentlemen, 6 rounds of boxing scheduled in the featherweight division.
That's right.
Introducing first.
Shout out to them featherweights.
Corner, standing with his head trainer, Charlie Oliver. He wears the white, gold, and black trunks. He scaled 9 stone, 2 pounds, 8 ounces. His professional record, 5 victories, 4 defeats. He has 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Sandhurst, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Johnny.
The hell is that music they're playing?
And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner. He stands with his head trainer.
Kentucky Jack, what's up, champ?
He wears the white
GMB Catastrophe. Shout out to my man GMB over there in I think he's in New Zealand, or I don't know. Yeah, New Zealand or Australia. I always forget. But yeah, shout out to GMB. Good to see you in the chat, my friend. He says goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. Where are the dogs of society? Elton John.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Ivan Drago.
Ivan Drago? He calls himself Ivan Drago? Man, you ain't no damn Ivan Drago. You too short to be Ivan Drago. Come on, champ.
No easy fights in Fight Camp, the Matchroom slogan. Hobie Price looks to have a very early test to his fledgling career in the hands of the ambitious all-action brawler Johnny Phillips, who's won 5 of 9, carries a bit of power, and certainly plenty of belief. Price with all the pedigree.
All right, so round 1, Hobie Price versus Phillips. Both are in the white trunks. You got Hobie Price coming in that southpaw stance. You know, Ivan Drago, the miniature version. Here he is. Yo, I kid you not, guys, bro. I'm looking at Hobie Price. I don't think he's much bigger than me. I think I might be bigger and stronger than Hobie Price. Hey, what you guys think? BT True School Sports versus Hobie Price. Who you guys got in that fight? 2 southpaws. Who you got? Yeah, Hobie Price, man. A lot of hype around this kid right now in the matchroom, coming out the matchroom circles. You know, I've heard a lot about him. This is really my first impression of him. I know he's had a couple of other fights, but haven't had a really chance to sit down and digest his fighting for myself. But you know, he looks like your classic southpaw. You know, he's got decent posture. Right now in the first round to the first minute, like most fighters, he looks a bit stiff up top. But one thing I like about him, I'll tell you this about Hobie Price, he steps in with that jab. His jab and the fluidity of it, it looks pretty good. You know, and one thing, a couple of things I picked up on Hobie Price right away is that he steps in with his jab nicely, and he can pivot pretty well. You saw Phillips trying to cut him off right there, and he pivoted out of that corner, turned him around, and tied him up. Those are the subtle things that can help fighters win fights. So good stuff there from Hobie Price. Now Price, Phillips, the guy he's fighting, he's a very just ordinary fighter. You know, he's straight up and down, got that orthodox stance, but you don't really see much with him. Like, he's not too loose. You know, he's not too. There's not a whole lot of dexterity or craziness with his punches. You know, he's the kind of fighter that you would expect Hobie Price to be fighting in his 3rd professional fight. My man John Gordon says Hobie Price looks like a boy band member. I agree. He looks like he could be another member of NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys. Bye 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 bye. But so far it's a decent start here for Hobie Price. He's controlling the pace. He's controlling the distance. He's doing what he wants. Hasn't landed anything as far as a significant, hard, heavy shot, but he's controlling the range. He's doing what he wants to do. And that's what you want to see from a young fighter at this stage of his career against a guy like this. But eventually, you know, 3rd, 4th round, I want to see him step it up and maybe put the pressure on this guy and see if he can get him out of there. There you go.
Challenge there, Price with the backhand left, but starting to get into his groove.
Thoughts on David Diamante? Thumbs up or a thumbs down? I give David Diamante a big thumbs up. I think, boxing has two iconic ring announcers. We got obviously Michael Buffer and we got Jimmy Lennon Jr. But you know what? The reality is this. We're not gonna always have those guys. Eventually, those guys are gonna die. They're gonna pass away. They're gonna pass away like everybody else on earth, and they're not gonna be with us anymore. So the zone. I like David Diamante, and I've had a chance to meet him in person. Very nice guy, knows his boxing. Just I think he's somebody that's going to be an asset to the sport of boxing. So I give him a thumbs up. Kentucky Jack says, "True School Sports, cool channel. I appreciate you, man." We're here in round 2 of Hobie Price versus Phillips. I forgot his first name, but Phillips. This is the second installment of Eddie Hearn's fight camp. After this fight, we're gonna have Anthony Fowler taking on another takeover fight, and then after that, we have the women's fight, the main event, Natasha Jonas taking on Terri Harper. So it's not the most star-studded card of all time, but I think it's good. It's boxing. We're fans of boxing here on True School Sports. Chuck Hall was great. I like Chuck Hall. Hobie Price. And he's hitting him with this part of his hands. You got to watch him. But for the most part, he's got good fundamentals. I just don't like the way he throws his hook off the back foot. He throws the hook off the back foot, and he kind of cups it. Hobie Price, the kid from Leeds, doing what he wants right now. He's got a good bounce to his step as well. I got to say Hobie Price. Got a good bounce to his step. Seems to be somewhat composed. Going forward. Going backwards, I'm not too sold on him yet. Because a couple of times that Phillips has Hobie's been a bit like off base, So I'm not really sure if he's the best fighting on his back foot, but you can't really be too harsh on anybody in their third professional fight. But long range, he's money. He's pawing with the jab. He's surveying him. He's downloading some information about his opponent, And Phillips, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's doing this thing where he's kind of just walking like this, and he's throwing these weird ass feints, but he's not posing any sort of threat to Hobie Price. Project Jab says that Hobie Price gives him Josh Taylor vibes. I can see that. He's got similar posture to Josh Taylor. I didn't see Josh Taylor early in his career, so I don't have any opinion on like where he was at in his third fight, but I can see where he's coming from. He's got that same sort of Josh Taylor posture and the same Josh Taylor type of bounce. When he dips to his right and throws a hook, it kind of looks a little bit like Josh Taylor. So I can see what you're saying. If he can become half the fighter Josh Taylor is, then he's in for a hell of a boxing career. All right, so Hobie Price having his way. He's large and in charge, living large and in charge. Hobie Price. So yeah, we're heading into round 3 of Hobie Price versus what's his name? Phillips. So what the hell his name is? He's so bad right now. I don't even deserve to say his first name. He don't even deserve me to say his first name right now. He's been so bad. I mean, hey, all respect to him for being a fighter, climbing through the ropes, but like go in there and fight to win. If you're in the gym training, you should train to win and you should fight to win. Because 3/4 of your drink is the mixer. All right, so we're back. We're back. In the third round of Hobie Price versus Phillips. It's your boy BT. It's the live fight reaction for Natasha Jonas versus Terri Harper. Yeah, Hobie Price. Now I gotta say this, guys. He's getting better as this fight goes on. His shots are getting more crisp. He's getting more leverage behind those punches. I love what I'm seeing from this young kid right now. Yeah, good jab. He's getting better. He's getting better as this fight goes on. I just think with him, the only weakness I can pick out right now, two of them are that he's not the most comfortable on his back foot, and he cuffs his right hook when he's fighting off the back foot. But other than that, going forward at range, at distance, throwing jabs, throwing a hook off the jab, Hobie Price knows what he's doing. He's a smooth operator in there. This man said, "Dude, are you watching the wrestling match?" Yeah, I'm watching the wrestling match. I'm watching Kurt Angle versus Mark Henry. I'm watching John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. I'm waiting for Hobie Price to give this dude the F5. Shout out to my man Chip at the Fight Journal. Good guy. Got mad love for Chip. Shout out to Chip. Good left hand there from Hobie Price. There you go. Decent straight shots from Hobie. It's a funny name though. I'm sorry, man. Like, if I was fighting Hobie, he couldn't act tough with me. Your name can't be Hobie and you can't act tough with me. That's too much. Hobie Price. Got me fucked up. Hobie Price. Hobie Price. Honestly, the way this fight's going, guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm not even sure Hobie Price is gonna get a 6-round stoppage. All right. I don't think he'll get a stoppage because he seems content to just boxing from the outside, and he's doing a lot of like my man Chip said, he's doing a lot of wrestling on the inside. You know, he looks like Chris Benoit, Ric Flair, D'Lo Brown, Chris Jericho. It looks like he's trying to give him a submission. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man, the Fight Journal, man, with the 1999 super chat. Shout out to him, man. Much love, champ. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, this wrestling match has been it's been an eyesore. Hobie looks nice. He looks like a nice, classy boxer from the outside, but he gets on the inside, man. He turns into freaking Sergeant Slaughter. He wants to give his opponent the Cobra Clutch. If you guys don't know, if you guys can't tell, I was a big wrestling fan as a kid, so that's why I'm name dropping all these wrestlers: D'Lo Brown and Sergeant Slaughter, Chris Benoit. I was a huge wrestling fan. In fact, before I liked any sport, before I liked boxing or baseball or basketball or any sport, my favorite sport was wrestling. And I had an uncle, and he used to always tell me, "Brendan, wrestling isn't real." And I told him, "Man, you're not real. Forget, to hell with you. Wrestling is real." But yeah, shout out to everybody here. Yo, everybody in the comments, let me know what city, what state, what continent you're watching my live from tonight. Let me know where you're watching from. I want to see how international we are. I know, I'm in Miami, Florida. I'm in South Florida as always. There's no place else in the world I'd rather be than South Florida. For those of you wondering what the next fight is Anthony Fowler versus that Harper guy who has no knockouts in 10 fights. So that's another tick-over fight for Anthony Fowler, another warm-up fight for Anthony Fowler, the king of warm-up fights, TBE of the warm-up fights. But right now, for the time being, we're in the fourth round of Hobie Price versus Phillips. Sometimes it's a boxing match, sometimes it's a wrestling match, but either way you slice it, Hobie Price is up 3-0. Boxing a shutout.
The media and gaining that experience with Dave Caldwell.
There you go. Good straight left to the body there by Hobie Price. And I don't understand why Hobie Price just doesn't cut the ring off and just get him out of here. He must really want some rounds, which is understandable because a lot of fighters are going to need rounds because of, they haven't. There's some fighters who haven't boxed all year this year, and then if they have boxed all year this year, they've had a 6-7 month layoff. So, I think getting rounds for anybody is imperative, but for a guy like Hobie Price, it might actually be even more important because he lost time because of COVID. There you go, Hobie Price with the double jab. Coming up top. Oh, here we go. My man Phillips said, I ain't with this shit no more. Come on, Phillips. Don't let a dude named Hopey shut you out. Have some pride, bro. Have some professional pride. Now, look, listen, this comes as no disrespect to any of my British viewers. I got mad love for the UK, but sometimes American fight fans look down on British boxing, and every now and then when you watch some of these British cards, you can kind of see why. I mean, like right now, you know, this guy Phillips, very, very incompetent as a fighter. He doesn't really do much well. I can't pick out any one thing that this Phillips guy does well. And then you got Hobie Price, who's like this amazing, from what I know, he's amazing amateur, pretty hyped up. And it's a mismatch, you know. Same thing with the next fight, Anthony Fowler. Anthony Fowler's fighting a guy who has no knockouts in 10 fights. And Anthony Fowler is supposed to be a guy that pushes for world titles. So, man, I love Eddie Hearn. Sometimes, you know, he's put on some bangers in the past, but damn, man, he's put on some duds too. Now, I'm not gonna say that this card is gonna be a dud, but right now the way it's going, you know, Chris Smith destroyed that dude in like 2 rounds. That wasn't competitive. This ain't competitive. The next fight probably won't be competitive, and who knows? The main event might not even be competitive. So we might get 4 fights on this card with no competitive boxing. What do you guys think? The hell? You know, I'm very interested to see what the first big fight card in the Matchroom fight camp does with White and Povetkin. You know, it's one thing to have Hobie Price out there, but I'm interested to see how it's gonna be ran when it's, you know, on Skybox Office and all that good stuff. Rural Child Vision asked, who's on now? Right now, you got Hobie Price in his 3rd professional fight. He's taking on some guy named Phillips, who's like 5-4, and it's right now he's boxing a shutout. He's looked pretty classy and pretty solid from the outside. He's shown himself to be a smooth operator, shown some mini Josh Taylor vibes in spots of this fight, but for the most part, it's been a wrestling match. Like me and Fight General were discussing, it's been a damn wrestling match. A lot of clinching, a lot of holding, a lot of hugging. You know, I ain't seen this many damn hugs since I saw my ex-girlfriend on Valentine's Day. You know, I'm about to go hang out with a pretty nice female after this live is over. I'm pretty sure that Hobie Price is probably gonna hug this guy more than I'm gonna hug the girl I'm about to go hang out with. It's ridiculous. Good body shot there from Hobie Price. Yeah, he throws a really good body shot. I gotta give him that. When you give Hobie Price to sit there and step into his jab and dip down, it's great stuff. Yeah, I'm not mad. I mean, listen, I'm not criticizing it too much. Like, I'm calling it out for what it is. It's a domestic level British card, so I don't expect this card to be a banger of a card. But there's people out there that do criticize Eddie Hearn, and I'm just highlighting some of the criticisms. I'm glad you're laughing, Project Jab. Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. Like the hugging. Like, I mean, look, I don't know, man. Hobie Price must really be in love with this guy Phillips, because every time his inside foot gets on the inside of this guy's inside foot, he's immediately hugging him. You know, he don't pivot, he don't reverse pivot, he don't try to set up another shot. He just hugs him. And right now, he might get away with it because it's his 3rd fight. He's fighting a nobody, but that's something that I think he's going to need to correct, because in the future, that'll come back to bite him in his ass. Yeah, I saw that. The whole Lenora has tested positive for COVID. That's crazy. So I wonder who they're gonna use to replace him in the Fortuna fight. I was looking forward to that. I was looking forward to my man for Linares getting back in the win column. I like Linares, even though he's chinny. So we're in the last 40 seconds of Hobie Price versus Phillips. Right now, Hobie Price is pitching a shutout. Not, I mean, I'll give him credit though. Hobie, his punches are getting a bit more crisp. His punches are getting crisp. He's doing a better job of making these shots more impactful as the rounds go on. But this dude, Phillips can't even keep his arms up. I mean, he can barely keep his arms up.
Yeah, a lot of personalities there in a small place.
I appreciate you, Soul Mania. Yeah, no, like it's his third fight, so again, I can't criticize him too much. But if he's like Anthony Fowler and he's fighting guys like this when he's got 13, 14 fights, then this will be a different conversation. But right now, he gets past me because of the fact that it's only his third professional fight. Unless you're Lomachenko or like one of these Uzbekistan fighters with 7,000 amateur fights, you don't fight nobody in your third professional fight. So. Hey, best of luck to the young kid. I'm gonna be following him as he progresses.
It was great imagination, great ideas, but to then put it together and execute it and to pull it off. But mate, these are good matches as well. You know, we've got.
Yo, it's funny as hell. They're showing the replay right now, and Eddie Hearn's ringside watching the fight with a COVID mask on. This is buffoonery. So, by the way, if you guys are wondering, Hobie Price, his trainer is Dave Caldwell. He's trained by Dave Caldwell. Dave Caldwell, one of the better trainers in British boxing. You know, most notably known for his work with Tony Bellew and turning him into a cruiserweight champion, produced a cruiserweight champion out of him. So, he's got a good guy in his corner there in Dave Caldwell. You know, a good, solid, knowledgeable boxing trainer. You know, I got the utmost respect for Dave Caldwell. Good guy, good trainer. All right, so the sixth and final round between Hobie Price and Phillips. The unofficial Sky Sports card has Hobie Price up 5-0. I have him up 5-0. It's a pretty easy fight to score. There won't be any drama here from True School Sports with the judges.
Yeah, he's a good, talented kid, but he's only a kid. He's only had a couple of fights. Get out there, get on top of him.
There you go. Oh, my God. Good right hook there from Hobie Price, and then a left hand to follow.
You know, it's like he's been fired up again after the minute, chatting between the rounds, but literally 30 seconds into the round and Hobie Price has him tamed again, has him under manners.
What do you mean has him tamed again? So the commentator is saying, yeah, Hobie Price has him tamed again. He's had him tamed from the whole fight. This guy has presented almost no threat to Hobie Price. Oh, my God. That was one of the worst right hands I've ever seen. Yeah, this dude, Phillips, he like bounced 2 times and then he was like, oh. And then Hobie Price just slipped and a punch sailed right over his shoulder.
Just pouring with the lead hand, the southpaw jab, just trying to set him up for that backhand. Usually it's straight down the middle, he throws it, but he looked for that looping left hook around the side that time.
Hobie Price, large and in charge, doing his thing. About to be 3-0. Give him Eddie Hearn time. He wants to put more fights, but it's all about the views. You are really supporting Eddie Hearn, bro. Well, I like Eddie Hearn. I like Eddie Hearn. I think he's got a good mindset. I admire his ambition and his drive towards boxing. I understand, like right now, his priority isn't to placate to American boxing fans. So I don't really like right now in the grand scheme of things. I don't matter to Eddie Hearn. It's about the British fans because that's his main consumer base. So he's going to put on fights that he believes the British public will be interested in and will like and will tune into. So these are the fights that we're getting. So I gotta take it for what it is. Take it in stride. But I think his whole thing with the Matchroom Fight Camp is going to be similar to what Top Rank did because if you look at the progression of the Top Rank's Boxing Is Back series in the bubble, their first few cards were trash. Well, actually, no, the first card was pretty good, and then the next 2 or 3 cards after that, as a whole, were not that good. But then, as they got closer to the end, it built up towards a pretty good finish. So, I think we'll get kind of some of the similar progression here in the Eddie Hearn Fight Camp. I think it's gonna be similar. You know, nothing is new under the sun.
Especially against these prospects. as he tries to charge in. He's got Winston his own level, but he can't get the better of Kobe Price. He's made it work for 6 rounds, but Price.
All right, so that's the conclusion of the fight. The fight has went the full 6 rounds as I thought it would. And it will, overall, my take on the fight is I thought Kobe Price did what he had to do. This was one of those he did what he had to do type of fights. It was an easy fight for him against a basic fighter who had really nothing with him. Showed good boxing skills. He proved himself to be a smooth operator from mid-range and the outside. But anytime he got on the inside, he really just hugged the guy. He didn't really show any sort of pivoting to the right or to the left or reverse pivoting. The couple of times the guy pressed him going forward, he immediately backed up in a straight line. So those are some of the critiques I have of Kobe Price. Those are some of the weaknesses I see in Kobe Price. But those are things that he's going to have time to correct in the gym and as he continues to progress in his boxing career. So overall, all things considered, it was a good performance from Kobe Price, and he's going to come out here with a victory. So that's what it is. But it's your boy BT. This is the live fight reaction on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. And it's currently 3:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in beautiful Miami, Florida. And Kobe Price doing his thing. Shout out to everybody who's here. Shout out to everybody who's liked the video, who's subscribed. If you're new here, welcome. If you super chatted, an extra welcome to you. Extra, you're welcome to you. And here's the decision.
After 6 rounds of boxing here at Matchroom HQ.
Hold on, guys.
Ian John Lewis's scorecard. He scored this contest 60-54 for your winner and still undefeated Ivan Drago. Kobe Price. Yeah, Ian John Lewis agreed with Matt's card. Everything.
All right.
Kobe Price had a good win.
Rural Child asks, who do I got in Natasha Jonas versus Terri Harper? Now, I haven't seen Terri Harper, so I don't have much an opinion on how good she is or anything like that. But just looking at the records, looking at everything, I would slightly favor Terri. I think Natasha, she's too old. She's like 36 years old. She's just old. So I'm going to go with the younger, fresher fighter. And plus, Terri Harper's last 2 wins, she's beaten, looking at her box record, she's beaten 2 quality names that I know about. She beat Vivian Ubanov, and she beat Eva Wallstrom. So she's beaten some good fighters. So I'm gonna go with Terri Harper by UD. All right, it's your boy BT. Let's put that junk on mute. It's your boy BT. This is the untouchable True School Sports Empire, proudly presenting something the boxing game's been missing. Right now, we got Kobe Price about to do his interview with Sky Sports, so I'm going to shut up and let the young man talk.
Some of the dark arts, a lot of pressure and a lot of old man strength. How do you feel you cope with that tonight?
I felt I performed well, I think I was boxing nice, listening to instructions off Dave, and I felt like I could have done more at times, but with an opponent like him who's coming in with his head and swinging, and you just can't afford to take risk really. And like you say, this game's only one shot and the fight's over, and that ruins my old plan for going forward. So I've just got to be a bit older and wiser, even though I am young, and stick to my guns and do what Dave said and perform like I did.
It was very live early on, but as the fight wore on, did you feel you took over?
Yeah, I felt like once I started picking shots and hitting downstairs, but I seen him start to slow down real quickly, and I think the 6 rounds was no problem for me. Like you said, I think when Dave says, like you said, a couple more 6 rounds and then move straight up to the 8, perfect.
Let's hear from Dave Caldwell. Dave, in what ways are we seeing improvement in Hopi?
Well, the sparring that you had with Kid Gallard, it was invaluable for that, wasn't it? Because it was rough, it was tough, it was very, very physical. And it's about learning how to manage those sort of spots rather than a young kid wanting to swing away, especially when we have long levers. It's so easy for him to start swinging away when he's under pressure, but just riding it out and just when there's a tornado heading your way, you don't go straight into it. Do you know what I mean? Just wait for it to blow itself out, and then you can get to work. And we knew right from the start that Johnny was a kid that's experienced at boxing at higher weights. Stephen Smith went the distance. Stephen Smith, just the experience of being in the ring with somebody like Stephen Smith for the distance is going to make him a very good fighter, a wily operator, and that's what you got. And they're the kind of fighters that you need for him, that are going to test him and ask questions of him. Rather than just having something that's just going to tuck up and do nothing. And, the whole thing is, we know that if you stand at range, he's got his arms, he's got his range and everything, so he can just pick you off. But you saw tonight that when he's put under pressure and he's very physical and everything like that, by a stronger man, a grown man, he can handle that as well, Lincoln. And that's very important when you're stepping up and when you're fighting for titles, especially when you're tall for the weight. You've got to be able to handle and manage those moments.
Talk us through the whole experience. You've had a pretty good CV so far. Manchester, Saudi Arabia, and then he comes back Garden. What was it like about boxing at that time?
Couldn't get no better, like you said. Big thanks to Matchroom and Eddie for putting me on these big shows. And like I said, I've got to keep coming on with performances to keep getting on these big shows. And it was an unbelievable experience boxing there. You know, I think definitely it'd be good if, even if we do this thing again, maybe once a year. I think even when the crowds are back, it's a small crowd thing. The setup, the venue, the cameras, everything. It's just had a bit of a Saudi Arabia feel to it tonight when we walked out. Like the heat, it was warm, and the setup and the lights, and kind of reminded me of being a bit there again.
Congratulations and well done, Dave. Just before you go, just a little preview of our next fight. Seeing you around the bubble with Anthony Fowler, obviously.
All right, so there you have it. I think that's good critiques from Hopey and his trainer Dave Caldwell. Hopey got better as the fight wore on. He was able to settle into a good rhythm. Around the latter part of the second, early part of the third, you saw the shots get more crisp. And Dave made a good point. He said that the guy he fought, Phillips, he was somebody that had I didn't know this, but he went the distance with Stephen Smith. So because he went the distance with Stephen Smith, that makes him like a kind of a guy who's not a great fighter, but kind of like one of those wildly, opponents, that at an early stage of your career, you'd want to fight, and being that Hopey is very young, he doesn't have his grown man strength. He's fighting a grown man, a guy that was on top of him, trying to make it a ugly fight. He held himself well. He accounted for himself very well. He also mentioned the fact that Hobie Price did a lot of sparring with Kid Galahad. And as many of us know, Kid Galahad is a good fighter. A lot of people thought he beat Josh Warrington, and he's a very physical fighter in his own right. So just overall, I think Hobie's in a good place in his career, and just all respect goes out to him. But yeah, right now we're in the middle of waiting for the next fight between Anthony Fowler. And, I'll be honest with you. I've said it many times. I don't think the world of Anthony Fowler, but let's try to be a bit more optimistic and not as negative on Anthony Fowler. This is a guy that and Matchroom does have a lot invested in. They're trying to cram him down our throats. I don't think he's going to be much in boxing. I'll be honest with you. I think at best, he is a British level fighter, and even then, I don't even think he's like a high British level fighter. He's probably like one of the most overrated fighters, period, in the Matchroom stable. He's really bad. And that's why they match him carefully. So I expect him to win today. I don't think it's going to be an exciting fight because the only time this guy's ever an exciting fight is when you put him in there with Scott Fitzgerald. But I kind of want to just get it out the way. So many, it says UK boxers struggle in the heat, and it's today. In the heat, and today it's hot. Yeah, I know from personal experience, because a lot of times British fighters come to Miami. They come to my area to come do sparring. I've seen British fighters sparring in Miami. I've spent days watching Isaac Chamberlain train in the gym, and it don't matter how in shape these British fighters are over there. It don't matter how many miles they run in the UK. They get in some heat, man. Some of you Brits, you guys get in some heat, and y'all don't know how to. It's different. Y'all don't know how to handle it. Now, I don't know what the heat is like in the UK, but I'm speaking about when they came to Miami. I mean, it's a lot of humidity over here. When you breathe the air here, and when you feel the heat here in South Florida, it's like you're breathing. It's like you're breathing in water, and it's hot, and the sun is just barreling on top of you. As you guys can see, I'm not a fat guy at all. I'm actually in pretty good shape. And at least every other day, at nighttime, around 11:30 at night, 12 at midnight, there's a bridge area where I live, and it gets real silent and quiet there at night. And I go there and I shadow box 45 minutes to an hour. I do push-ups, sit-ups, sprints, all kinds of stuff. And man, it's the heat is tough down here. That's why I think like it's always beneficial for any fighter to come train in South Florida, because the humidity here is always going to benefit you when you go to places where there is heat. Lopez versus Loma about to be official. The champ gonna stop Loma. I hope so, Steven. And you know what? I want to give a big shout out to my man Steven Rodriguez. He's out here in the South Florida boxing community, training up some of our young amateurs to be the next world champions. So massive love to Steven. He's been a big supporter of the channel. I hope so, Steven. I'm kind of pissed that it's taking this long. That the fight hasn't even been finalized yet. So right now, as far as I'm concerned, until that fight is signed and until I see that it's official, Teofimo Lopez doesn't want no smoke, in my opinion. Because my thing is this, right? I understand negotiating. I understand getting more than getting what you're worth or what you think you're worth. But this is double the amount of money he's ever made in his career. Loma's taking a pay cut. Lopez is getting his highest payday, and he's making it difficult. And for all the trash talk for all the checks he cashed with his mouth, for as confident as he acted in the media, it just looks like it looks like everything he said was false confidence. So if he signs that contract, I will be right here, and I will say I was wrong, and I'll stick to my pick because, as you know, Steven, if you watch my videos, that when I make a pick for a fight, normally like 9 times out of 10, when I make a pick for a fight, I normally stick with it. So I'll be sticking on Teofimo if they make the fight. Khabib's hat says Russian cats are amateur for a long time, so Loma's career is done. What is he, 33? He did what he needed to do. I mean, yeah, they are amateur for a long time. And the reason a lot of them are amateurs for a long time is because they have certain rules and laws in their country where you can't turn pro until a certain age. So that's why a lot of them wind up having long amateur careers. He's not done, though. Lomachenko is still, in many people's view, the best lightweight in the world and arguably the best pound fighter in the world. So he's not done yet. He's not done until he gets folded up like a blue steel chair and loses a fight. And gives us a reason to think that he's done. Now, do I think we've seen the best Lomachenko? Yes, I do. I think we've already seen the best he's going to fight. I don't think he can fight any better than he's already fought. As to where with Teofimo Lopez, I don't think we've seen the best of him yet. I think he can actually get better. So that's what it is. Hopefully that they announce that fight, because I'll tell you guys right now, that's going to be one of the most lit and exciting live fight reactions this channel has ever had. Look at all the greats. They get to 34, they start to lose in that division. Well, you could apply that to almost any weight class but heavyweight. Almost any weight class but heavyweight, because heavyweights tend to mature later on and their primes can be extended out a bit longer and they'd be fine punch drunk. But I get what you're saying. But part of what you're saying is the reason why I'm sticking with my pick. I think Teofimo Lopez is catching at the right time. But yeah, it's the untouchable True School Sports Empire. It's your boy BT, Brendan Taylor. I'm carrying the live solo today. Right now, Pops is on daddy duty. It's out and about. But you know what? I'm glad he's not here, because if he was here right now, he'd probably be shitting all over this card and saying that it's trash, which, to be honest with you, hasn't been the most exciting card. But it's boxing. I'm appreciative of it. It's better than having no boxing. It's better than having to ask the question, when is boxing coming back? So at least we got some boxing. Man's got bare surgery. Loma's body's taking massive wear and tear. Yeah, when you factor in the amateur fights, the sparring, the professional fights, he's went to hell and back in that boxing ring, and he's still fighting. So I'm interested in seeing how he handles Teofimo Lopez in that boxing ring. Steven says, I got my boys getting ready to fight August 28th in the Sugarbird National Championship. Hey, shout out to you, man. Sugarbird National Championship is always it's a big-time amateur tournament. Hold on. It's a big-time amateur tournament, so best of luck to your guys over there, Steven. It's funny, Steven. I go to gyms all the time. I'm surprised I'm surprised I actually haven't crossed paths with you yet. That's probably the biggest surprise. Out of everything that goes on in the South Florida boxing scene, I think one of the biggest surprises, Steven, is that I've never actually crossed paths with you. Because, I know you go to Jeff's gym sometimes. I go to Jeff's gym sometimes. Just funny. How do you think Povetkin White goes? I don't know, man. It's a cool fight. I think, personally, look, I think I give Povetkin a good chance because I think Dillian White is there to be had. And I don't think it's ever a smart idea to fire your longtime trainer before a big fight. So I give Povetkin a good chance. I think Povetkin's gonna definitely give him some serious problems. But overall, I think eventually age will show, and White will get him out of there. Jorge Linares has a way weaker. Jorge Linares' chin is much, much weaker than Amir Khan. Jorge Linares' chin is weaker than Amir Khan, in my opinion. Steven Rodriguez says, looking to become 2-time national champions. Yeah, truthfully, we only in the gym to spar, mainly training in the park. Yeah, you guys are always out there in Pembroke Pines, Optimus, way out there. Where I used to play baseball back in the day as a kid. I used to play baseball out there back in the day, like 2005. I got good memories there, but yeah, man, keep working hard. I hope you guys accomplish everything you need to accomplish. And I know I brought it up to you once. Like I know I brought up I think last summer I told you I wanted to come see you guys out there, but I still want to go out there. So one of these days we got to set it up. I'll go out there. Michael 3232, he says, BT Michael 3232, what's up, champ? How you living? Welcome to Live Fight Reaction. Right now we're waiting for the great and incomparable Anthony Fowler to come into the ring. Khan for skills had a good career. No hate for the cat. I drank Coca-Cola with him, so I can't hate him. Nice guy in real life, but yeah, his chin is bad. Yeah, I read Amir. He's not a bad guy. I used to be a huge fan of Amir Khan at one point, but it got to a point where he became too damn delusional. How many times has Amir Khan been knocked out? He got knocked out by Breeders Prescott. He got knocked out by Canelo and Danny Garcia. And then he's been dropped by Samuel Vargas, which is really bad. He got dropped by Samuel Vargas. He got dropped by... Did he get dropped by Peterson? I don't think he got dropped by Peterson. I don't remember if he got dropped by... I don't remember if he got dropped by Madonna. In due time, champ. Appreciate you. Absolutely, Steven. I kicked football in the UK with Amir Khan in 2008 on Blackpool Beach with him. No hate for Khan. That's pretty cool. Seems like a pretty down-to-earth guy to do that. Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson. Who do you got, True School? I got Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson could actually fight, man. If you listen, anybody who watches basketball, there was one time because Nate Robinson, he used to play for the New York Knicks, and there was a big altercation one time. And I remember he did. I don't think any punches were thrown, but like he's very physically strong for his size. Like don't let his size fool you. He's very physically strong for his size. That's why he can jump so damn high and can win the dunk contest because he's so physically strong. You got to be physically strong to jump as high as he jumps. So I'm gonna go with him. Jake Paul, he ain't fought nobody. He fought Gibb. Honestly, he fought Gibb. I would have knocked out Gibb quicker than him. Hell, I would knock out Jake Paul. Jake Paul can't fight. Yeah, but Gangster Clasher, he got dropped by Samuel Vargas. I don't want to hear it. He got dropped by Samuel Vargas. He got dropped by Terrence Crawford with the first punch Terrence threw. Prescott, I mean, he's got too many knockdowns to count, bro. Listen, guys, hold on. We got somebody special in the chat. We got somebody special. Hold on. I see him in the chat. I see him. All right. Now, you know that this is the untouchable True School Sports Empire, but the other untouchable one is my main man, 50 grand, Minimax Boxing. Everybody, make sure if you're not subscribed to Minimax Boxing, go subscribe to him. He's the next one up in the South Florida boxing scene, covering fighters. He's getting great interviews with Jason Maloney, Xander Zayas, Gary Russell Jr. I mean, he's doing so good at such a young age. He's making me say, "Damn, BT, you gotta do better. You gotta get into your bag." So it's good to see somebody so young, focused, knowing what they want to do in life, and succeeding and doing well. Shout out to Max. But he said Fowler is most likely getting a KO. Yeah, I mean, Matchroom Boxing wouldn't put him in there with anybody unless he could get a KO. He's trash though. Like, and I mean it. Like, I know. Sometimes I'm a bit. I use hyperbole, and sometimes I say fighters are win protection and they're overrated. But when I say Anthony Fowler is trash, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. He is not a good fighter. He is not a good boxer. Huge trash. Like, he waste management dumpster trash. Like, and Eddie Hearn needs to stop shoving him down our throats. Eddie Hearn, you know what Eddie Hearn should do? Eddie Hearn should sign Tyan Booth and promote him. I'd rather him sign Tyan Booth who's fat as Jabba the Hutt right now. Sign Tyen Booth out of retirement and let him box. Promote him. He'd sell more tickets too. Yeah, we're moments away from Anthony Fowler versus Adam Harper. Drop your questions down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, super chat, all that good stuff. All right, so the fights are about to begin.
We are set to go with the chief support.
The chief support.
Set to make his ring walk. Please welcome Adam.
Nah, he won't get his license back, but he should. If he got his license back, Tyen Booth would be the biggest thing in British boxing. He would be so big. Yeah, I don't look at Anthony Fowler as a guy who could push past British level. I mean, he might be one of those guys that gets matched like perfectly to where like he's taking extremely safe fights and maybe he becomes a world level fighter by default. But I don't really think highly of him. To be honest with you, my opinion on Glovegate, I think Glovegate is one of the biggest crock of shits to ever be spewed in all of the box community. Glovegate is nothing more than a cop out and a scapegoat. And a lie from people in boxing that are synonymous with making up lies. So that's my short opinion of the matter. So Adam Harper is making his way down the Matchroom Boxing headquarters steps in Eddie Hearn's back garden, looking to score an upset tonight. You know, he's never had a knockout victory. He's never in his career beaten anybody with a name. Only name fighter he fought was Michael Zarafa, and he lost to him. So this is a chance for Adam Harper to really stick his flag in the ground and make a name for himself. Tyen Booth, sponsored by Echo Falls. You damn right. I love me some Echo Falls. Yeah, Mini Max, Felix Cash versus Jason Wellborn. I think that's a solid British fight. Felix Cash, a good, solid prospect. Jason Wellborn is an established British level fighter. That's a fight I can get excited for. It's called Matchroom Square Garden. Yeah, I saw Eddie Hearn call it that. Oh, while Anthony Fowler is getting ready to enter the ring, I want to wish my good friend. I want to wish my good friend Navid Manzuri, who's fighting Kieran Conway in a couple weeks. I want to wish Nav Manzuri the best of luck in his fight. He's a friend of the channel. I love Nav. We get along really well. That's actually a fight I'm looking forward to. I don't think he's gonna win, but I'm hoping he comes out with the win, man, because Nav is a really nice guy. This guy's playing this Liverpool Football Club bullshit. Yo, I hope he gets knocked out, man. On behalf of the great Everton Football Club, I hope Anthony Fowler becomes this guy's first knockout victory. I hate this guy. I can't stand him. It's bad enough he's a high job as a fighter, but then he's a Liverpool fan, and he throws it in your face. He throws it in your face every time he's in the ring. He comes in with that red damn gown on, and he plays this trash ass song. So I'm going for the other guy. Oh my God, I hate that song. All right, so here we go. Anthony Fowler. We're just moments away from the Anthony Fowler fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Matchroom headquarters, live on Sky Sports and DAZN, it's time for the co-featured
bout of the evening.
It's all being brought to you courtesy
of Echo Falls.
Of Matchroom Boxing. We're sponsored by William Hill, StubHub, Wow Hydrate, WeBuyAnyHouse.com, PureGenics CBD, and JD.
Yeah, I know. He's related to Robbie Fowler. That's why he's a big Liverpool fan. But that doesn't make it any better. He should have supported Everton. And for those of you who are new here, I am a big Everton supporter, unfortunately. But that's my football club. The reason that David Diamante says the fighter's names twice is because David Diamante is from New York City, and he's very influenced by the great Yankees public address announcer Bob Shepard. And whenever a Yankees player would come up to bat in the batter's box, he would say their names, and then he would always say the last name a second time.
Fighting out of the red corner, standing with his head trainer, Malcolm Melvin. He wears the navy blue trunks. He scaled 11 stone, 2 pounds, 4 ounces. His professional record, 9 victories against 1 defeat. He is the former Midlands area and English super welterweight
Hold on, guys.
champion. Fighting out of Tewkesbury, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Adam, the Hurricane Harper. Harper.
Yeah, he's crossed me out the Christmas list.
And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue.
Yeah, we're pretty shit right now, but that's my shit football club though. That's my team. Unfortunately, that's my team.
Scaled and already 1 pound, 7 ounces. His professional record, 12 victories against 1 defeat. He has 9 wins coming by.
Yeah, if Anthony Fowler doesn't stop this guy and quickly, he's even worse than I thought.
Tonight, engaging in a non-title contest, fighting out of and proudly representing his home of Liverpool.
What wasn't Eddie Hearn talking about making Anthony Fowler versus O'Hara Davies? I'd rather see that. I think O'Hara Davies would beat him. All right, so Anthony Fowler versus Adam Harper. Here we are. It's your boy BT. This is the Natasha Jonas versus Terri Harper live fight reaction here on True School Sports. And we are in the first round. The bell has rung. Now it's rung. And the fighters are making their way to the center of the ring to square up. Anthony Fowler in the red trunks. You got Adam Harper in the blue trunks, or the black trunks with the baby blue trim. Anthony Fowler starts the fight out by laying a couple decent body shots on Adam Harper. And one thing interesting about Anthony Fowler, you see him, he's got his hand, he's always got his front hand down here. He's jabbing from the waist, so he's gonna be relying a lot on his quickness.
Much higher level as an amateur, being on the GB squad boxing, the Olympic Games, World Championships, very decorated.
Good jab, the left hook there by Anthony Fowler. Now, Anthony Fowler is the king of tune-up fights, and this is, in fact, another tune-up fight. So we're expecting Anthony Fowler to look like the $10 million bucks. Not $1 million bucks, $10 million bucks.
Harper has 9 victories in his 10 fights. Been a bit of a stop-start career. That's a lovely jab from Fowler. Very accurate, very early.
Yeah, that's a weapon, that jab. That's not just a rangefinder.
Yeah, you probably are. I'm watching this on some trash-ass stream, so yeah, you're going to be ahead of me.
Really is targeting that body.
Yeah, Anthony Fowler, he's chopping this dude's body up like nothing. Like,
I think they're good body shots.
good jab there from Anthony Fowler.
Razor sharp. As if to prove a point. Still haunted by that defeat to Scott Fitzgerald. And he's
There you go. Good right hand there from Anthony Fowler.
Shane McGuigan's just calmed him down, reset him.
I'm on VipBox. I think I'm on VIP League or VipBox. Anthony Fowler
Defense there, gloves up from Harper.
doing his thing. So far, the other guy, you can tell why the other guy only had 1 knockout. I mean, this guy is if the guy that Hobie Price fought was basic, this guy's extra basic. He's just like this. This is how he boxes. He's like this.
He said it's the second one. You don't think it is the second one, Matt?
I thought the first couple
That's him.
were good body shots, but I'd like to see the replay of that.
Man, Eddie, I don't know what the hell Eddie Hearn finds these guys, man. Just when I can't like find anybody more basic or just tailor made for Anthony Fowler, he finds this guy. And right now, the part of the stream I'm on is the guy's taking a bit of a breather. You know, they said there were some low blows. Make of that what you will. Good jab there for Anthony Fowler. Look at that. Oh, my God. He just having his way. There you go. Good left hook from Anthony Fowler. Yeah, if he don't get him out of here by at least the third round, I'm going to have a lot to say about Anthony Fowler. If this guy goes 3 rounds, Anthony Fowler, I don't want to hear a damn thing about how he's the next anything. There you go. Good body shot there from Anthony Fowler. He's doing it, he's taking his time. He's being patient. There you go. Good right hand down the pipe there from Anthony Fowler. 9 seconds left here in the first round, and Anthony Fowler is well on his way to an easy first round win. Easily winning the first round. So there you have it. Through 1 round, Anthony Fowler, as we expected, is up 1-0.
Erectile dysfunction is common among men. Doing something about it is less common. Neither makes doing something easy.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna mute this live for a second, so don't go anywhere. I'm gonna mute it for a second. I gotta do something real quick. So don't go anywhere. Don't mute it. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be back in like 45 seconds to 2 minutes. I gotta check something.
Do something. Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Volsgaro.
Matchroom HQ and backstage, there she is, Natasha Jonas, SGB, ready for her world title opportunity. And with a watchful eye, as ever, Joe Gallagher up to his tricks this week, Matt.
Yep, Joe's been making plenty of noise, trying to ruffle everyone's feathers.
The psychological warfare, the red Liverpool trunks with the liver birds all over them. For Anthony Fowler here, the 29-year-old, wasn't even born in Liverpool. Won the title 30 years ago. In fight number 14, in with Adam Harper from Tewkesbury, Gloucestershire, one of only 2 professional fighters from that county. But he's a proud one. Fowler's opener, wasn't it, though?
Oh, without a doubt, he landed some. The jab was really good. He was snapping the head back. Harper did land some good jabs himself, but it was a dominant round for Anthony Fowler. He controlled the distance, he controlled the pace, his jab was good. And he even landed some nice right hands. Obviously, body shots were good, a couple straight, borderline, maybe a couple low, but it was a dominant first round. And even here in the second, he's starting well.
Right hand from Harper. He's trying to be very busy. He'll hope that the steam goes from Fowler and he can drag it deep. Tries the body shot again.
All right, I'm back, guys. I'm back.
This time John Lewis might take a point. He's warned him. He said it's been a couple of times at 1 point for a lot.
All right, so we're in the second round of Anthony Fowler. Did he take a point from him? Man, he took a whole point from the guy.
The rest obviously a lot closer to the action than me, but bit of blood coming. I think there's a little nick there on the left eye of that.
Yo, this guy, he just hit him in the damn groin. Yo, can they just end this fight? Just give Anthony Fowler the win. This guy's not gonna win. Anthony Fowler's not gonna look great. Give him the win. Spare us all. Good body shot there from Anthony Fowler. 1 minute and 38 seconds left here in the second round between Anthony Fowler and Adam Harper.
These are good, hard, stiff, solid jabs. These are, like I say, these aren't range finders or point scorers. These are ramrod jabs. These jabs are busting Adam Harper up.
Oh my God, man. This dude has like no movement. He's extremely stiff. Moves to the right, doesn't move to right, doesn't move to the left, doesn't do anything.
Which is always tricky, isn't it, for a fighter, and especially at a level like this.
Yeah, I think his chance was to try and make it outwork, outfiddle, outmaneuver, just out busy.
Anthony Fowler still stalking this dude. 52 seconds left in the second round.
Got his own jab going, and that really has put Harper very much on the back foot.
I would love to see where I'd love to see Anthony Fowler throw a 4 or 5 punch combination together. Ooh, good uppercut. Come on, man. End this fight already. I want to get to the main event. There you go. Good body shot. Oh, that dude just landed a jab. I think Cheeseman will win. I think Cheeseman could realistically beat Anthony Fowler.
Just a former fighter himself, good fighter as well. Just getting slightly worried early with his man Harper.
Jesus, man, Adam Harper. This fight is really bad.
I mean, were they low? I thought they were borderline around the waist, but the shorts are obviously pulled up a little bit.
Well, they really fancied us talking to them this week. But the reality in the ring, and Fowler is, or was, world class as an amateur. Is he as a pro? That defeat to Scott Fitzgerald when he really believed that he was going to walk.
This fight is brutal to watch, man. Come on.
And he came a cropper laid on. It was close, but it was a damaging mental defeat to Fowler. And he wants to mix it again with Fitzgerald. Obviously, Ted Cheeseman, as Alan mentioned earlier, he went out for a run after midnight. Watching the egg and cheese last week, he is such an intense individual, isn't he? He's so fired up, so wants to be successful.
Yeah, I think Anthony Fowler is the type of kid, if you're training him, you've got to tell him to take days off and to ease down a bit. He's not somebody that you have to fire off and push. He's a driven individual. He wants it so bad.
Was trained by Dave Colwell, who very sportively said he thinks he's doing really
Good right hand there from Fowler. I'll tell you this. I'm obviously not a big Anthony Fowler fan per se, but he's definitely his skills have improved. Like his skills have improved. I'll give him that much. But he's got to fight somebody with a pulse. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Doesn't seem to have anything to really phase Fowler here. Malvin Harper's trainers telling him between rounds, you've got to relax your shoulders a bit, you're trying to force things, you've got to get your jab going more. Stop trying to force everything, but that's easier said than done when you're
Oh my God, bro.
Head snap back by stiff jabs.
Hey guys, you know what? I'm gonna take a quick break. I don't want to watch Anthony Fowler. I'll come back. I'm gonna cut Anthony. I'll be back in roughly maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back.
who's shown us his amateur skills.
That says it all right there.
Beautiful jab.
That says it all.
Again.
That says it all. Anthony Fowler's trash. It's like the 6th round. He hasn't got this guy out here. It's the 6th round. The biggest hype job in boxing is Anthony Fowler. I don't want to hear a damn thing.
There's a lot of emotions in that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it has been a good performance for Fowler. He posed himself in the very first battle, and he's been.
It says it all, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm ready to go to sleep for the next however many rounds this guy's in the ring. What do you guys think? What do you guys make of Anthony Fowler's performance so far? I mean, he's looking good. He's doing what he has to do. But, I mean, he's not fighting nobody. He's fighting a dude who's never fought, who's never beaten anybody. Basic ass boxing, shelling up. Not doing nothing. No, all respect to Adam Harper. He goes in there and he's a fighter, so I respect him because he's a fighter. But, like, Anthony Fowler, man, he's got the biggest witness protection program in all of boxing. It's ridiculous. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think. It's the 6th round. Anthony Fowler is still boxing this dude. He's still boxing him. I mean, yeah, this guy is Midland's area level fighter at best. At best, Adam Harper is Midland's area level fighter. He's making Anthony Fowler right now look like he's Roy Jones. He looks like freaking Roy Jones. He looks like Thomas Hitman Hearns. He looks like a great fighter. And Anthony Fowler still can't stop him. The gap in class is this big. I mean, it's literally this big. Anthony Fowler is not that good to begin with, and he still can't stop this dude. That's what I'm saying. 4 rounds tops. My man Troll Network says, well, those 9 KOs, that's where a good matchmaking comes into play. He's got 9 KOs, but he's not really stopping quality opposition. He hasn't stopped anybody worth noting. I mean, look, he's hitting this dude with solid shots. I mean, solid shots. And can't show that extra bit of quality to get him out of there. No, honestly, Anthony Fowler, I think, is actually I know that I'd say this, but Anthony Fowler is more protected than Deontay Wilder. No doubt about it. He is. At least when Wilder fought guys like this, he would knock them out in 2 rounds. This guy's going 7 rounds with him. He might have been protected, but I'll tell you this: he was performing well, very well when he was protected, knocking fools out, laying them out unconscious on the ground, making them cease on the ground. This dude's he's having proper fights with these guys, going actual like rounds. And I already know what he's gonna say in this post-fight interview. He's gonna say, "Oh well, this was just a warm-up fight. I'm gonna get another warm-up fight." And I could have got this guy out of there in the early rounds, but I wanted to get the rounds. I needed the experience. Chris Billum Smith stopped him in the 2nd round. He scored 3 knockdowns. Wilder's gonna get destroyed so bad in the third fight. I feel bad for Wilder. I actually legitimately feel bad for him because I feel like if he fought White or Anthony Joshua, he'd have a great chance at beating those guys. I might even pick him. He could beat those guys, but Tyson Fury is just all wrong for him. He can't beat Tyson Fury. But Anthony Fowler, make no mistake about it, Anthony Fowler is way more protected than Deontay Wilder. And he's not as good as Deontay Wilder. He don't have no medals, and he's not knocking guys like this out in 2 rounds. Luis Ortiz's best win is Ryan Jennings, not Dave Allen. It's Ryan Jennings. We'll see, man. Like, look, it would be a hell of a story if Deontay Wilder could beat Fury in the third fight. I would give him all the credit in the world. But I just think so much of his reputation was built on knocking people out, fear, intimidation. That now that he's lost the fight against Fury in the way he did, that aura of invincibility has been stripped. Troll, that's a fact. Wilder only has power in his hand because he's got a medal in his hands. That's right. You speaking the truth. I don't think so, but people say that. Luke Tyson Fury is not a cheater. He's not a cheater at all. I don't think he's a cheater. But yeah, if you guys are wondering what the hell is going on right now, Anthony Fowler is going 7 rounds with Adam Harper, who is 9-1 with no knockouts, and he's still not got him out. Honestly, guys, I think Adam Harper is going to take this thing the full 10 rounds. I'm saying it right now. He's going the full 10 rounds. Oh, my God. Anthony Fowler's putting me to sleep. Oh, here we go. Yes! Yes! The referee has called the fight, and he's spared us all from watching Anthony Fowler fight any longer. Good performance from Anthony Fowler. He did what he had to do, but to go 7 rounds with a guy like that, ridiculous. Oh, my God. Yo, Anthony Fowler just sucked the life out of me. He just sucked all the life out of me. I feel tired. I feel like I just did 100 sit-ups. Terri Harper hasn't fought yet. It's the next fight. She hasn't fought yet. She's the next fight on the card. So we patiently await for the main event between Terri Harper and Natasha Jonas. She hasn't fought yet. So yeah, Anthony Fowler, it was a good performance from him, but honestly, how much credit can you really give him? Matchroom Boxing's giving him tune-up after tune-up after tune-up to rebuild his confidence after Scott Fitzgerald beat him, whooped him. He ain't beating no Scott Fitzgerald. I'll tell you that right now. If he do that rematch to Scott Fitzgerald, he ain't beating no damn Scott Fitzgerald. Scott Fitzgerald will beat that boy like he stole something. They do a rematch. Anthony Fowler is feather-fisted. You're right, Eric. More than likely, the women's boxing matches do go the distance because they box and move and they don't have the most power in the world. That's why some of my favorite female fighters are like Amanda Serrano because she got knockout power. Sinisa Estrada has solid punching power, and she's attractive as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a Terri Harper decision. I think Terri Harper will get the W.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ian Lewis calls up.
Man, bro. Freaking Anthony Fowler, man. What do you guys, I want to hear from some thoughts from you guys. What do you guys make of Anthony Fowler's performance? Like, are you guys encouraged that Anthony Fowler can push on towards world level?
1 minute and 34 seconds of round number 7. Your winner by RSC Anthony. The most wonderful arena set up in Matchroom's garden. As Anthony and Shane and Josh Pritchard and the team having a congratulations to each other. It's a
all right. So there you go. Put it on mute. Right now we're patiently waiting for the main event of the evening between Terri Harper and Natasha Jonas. It is your boy BT Brendan Taylor. I'm solo today. This is the live fight reaction for Terri Harper versus Natasha Jonas. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what city, what state, what continent you guys are watching from. Give me your predictions down below. My prediction for this fight is a Terri Harper unanimous decision. But I'd be good to get some feedback from you guys on what you guys are thinking. Also worth noting, I've said it earlier, but I'll say it again because we have a bit more people here. Next weekend, we're going to be live for Dave Benavidez versus Romero Angulo, and I'm very excited for that fight. I'm very excited to see what Romero Angulo can do against Dave Benavidez, and I'm very excited to see what how dominant could Dave Benavidez be against a tough, rugged, battle-tested opponent like Romero Angulo. It's going to be a good fight. Tomorrow as well, there's going to be the Deontay Wilder interview with a strength and conditioning coach, Joey Scott. So please be on the lookout for that. That'll be something you guys don't want to miss. And that's just what it is. Also, I just want to throw this out there for you guys, okay? If you like what we got going on here on True School Sports with me and Pops, if you enjoy the videos, if you enjoy the content, if you really, really rock with us, I recently started a Teespring store. So if you don't want to get like True School hoodies, if you guys want to get True School Sports merch, here's the link to the actual Teespring store that I recently started. Hold on. I agree. I'm with you on that one, John Gordon. Yeah, Anthony Fowler is not good at all. Like, I'm sorry. I hate to be negative. I'm trying not to be negative towards people. I understand he's a fighter. I got to respect him, but I'm just sick of the Matchroom trying to shove him down our throats. Yeah, but if y'all want True School Sports official merch, T-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, all kinds of colors, like kind of like that's a tank top. I got them in red, black, yellow, orange, whatever you want. It's there. It's there. It's all there. So go check it out. And if you purchase something, that's going to help the channel out. That's going to help me put stuff back in the TSS and just take things to that next level. Continue to grow, because if you don't grow, then you're not doing anything in life. So let me take this damn Anthony Fowler's trash thing off. And yeah, get your boxing question. Anything y'all want to talk about boxing related, drop them in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. We're here, man. We're rocking. Ain't much boxing going on this week, so that's why I decided to kind of go live for this card, even though it wasn't a card that particularly sparked my interest. I wasn't really too excited about Natasha Jonas versus Terri Harper, but it's boxing, and here on True School Sports, we are fans of boxing. Now I'm actually gonna go refresh my stream, because this stream is no longer of any service to me. This stream is trash. Ryan Garcia versus Charlie Zelnoff. I got Charlie Zelnoff. He's 333-0. He beat Eric. He fought all the greats. He fought Floyd Mayweather Sr. He fought Deontay Wilder. He fought Derek the Giant. He fought that Marine guy at the gym. Ain't nobody beating Charlie Zelnoff. Ain't nobody messing with my boy Charlie Zelnoff. And that's a fact.
Good luck. How distracting is it when you have to completely stop throwing them towards the end?
That's what I said to Shane. I said, Shane, I'm trying to flip the shot another way. Should have done it from round one, to be honest, but Shane said to me, put that body shot in, so I was trying to land and whip it up. And I promise you now, mate, he wasn't in the ball. His shoulders were up by his neck. So, it was hard to hit him with the body shot. Every time I put a body shot, he was up here. He was hitting the band, but Mike Bowles.
I'm sorry. I can't listen to Anthony Fowler talk either. I can't talk to him, man. He's a bit, as you Brits would say, he's a bit thick. You know, he's a bit thick. No, I respect every fighter, but like what I don't like is when promotional companies, look, we can see a guy for a long period of time, and look, we've seen Anthony Fowler plenty of times fight. I've been live for many of his fights here on True School Sports, and the guy he's not cutting the mustard. He's not a world level fighter. Could he become that? Yes, maybe, but don't push him and force him down our throats as if he is some sort of world level fighter, because that he is not. And I have my doubts about whether he'll ever be. Now, if he becomes a world level fighter, if he gets some quality wins, if he conquers the British level, I'll be the first one to come here and say, you know what, Anthony Fowler, I was all wrong. He proved me wrong, and I would just wish him the best with his career and just nothing but success. But I just don't see it. I can't really say he's improved because you're not putting him in there with anybody that's gonna test those skills. So if you're putting him in there with a basic guy who has no punching power, he's got nothing with him, no punching, nothing for Fowler to really worry about. He shells up. There's no angles. There's no like dexterity or sort of trickiness with his punches. There's nothing for him to worry about. Nothing. Let's see what Eddie Hearn's saying about this clown.
Cheeseman, Metcalf. Like, it's time now for Anthony to just leap into all those guys. I thought it was a great performance, especially the first few rounds. I thought he looked like a different fighter, to be honest with you. I thought his jab was fantastic. His movement was great. Massive credit to Adam Harper, mate. Tough as old goods. I felt he should have been pulled out a couple of rounds before, but he was tough as they come. And a good fight, you know, for Anthony to start showing what he's learned with Shane, which is a lot by the looks of things. But I'm watching Anthony fight all the time thinking, oh my God, I can't wait for these fights. I can't wait. I mean, him against Cheeseman is a war. You know, even Eggington, JJ Metcalf.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna mute this again. Hold on.
When he's back up and running.
I'll be back. Hold on. I'll come back. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna mute this. All right, guys, I'm back. Guys. Patiently waiting for the Natasha Jonas Terri Harper main event at this present moment. Right now, nothing's happening, so that's why I kind of just went off, and I had to. My dad just got home, so I had to go talk to him about something real quickly. But it's your boy BT. We've gone live. We've been live for 2 hours. We've been live for 2 hours, guys. So if you've been here, if you toughed it out with me, I really appreciate just everybody here. Yo, Grace Shire, for the 50th time, Terri Harper has not fought yet. It's like the 10th time you've asked me. She's not fighting yet. Right now, nobody's fighting right now. We're waiting for them to make the way to the ring to fight. So I hope that answers your question. But if you've been here for like the majority of the live, I appreciate you guys a lot, because like this card, it's not the best card in the world. It's not like, this isn't a card that like even 2 weeks from now we're gonna remember. But it's all, hey, Grace. If I came off mean, I didn't mean to come off mean, Grace. I said it a couple of times earlier, and I just got a bit frustrated. So I'm sorry if it came out the wrong way. But no, Terri hasn't fought yet. We're waiting for her to make her way to the ring. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but like during these Matchroom Boxing Cards, for some strange reason, they have one fight, and then it always takes like a while to get to the next fight. Like it takes a long ass time. So, we're just waiting. We're waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting just like you, Grace. So that's what it is. But if anybody has any questions about about boxing or anything, just leave your comments down below. There's 17 of you in here. Where are you guys watching from? Let me know where you guys are watching from. What city? What country? I'm in Miami, Florida. Patiently awaiting for the big fight. All right, come on, man. Come on, Matchroom.
Just look at that beautiful nighttime sky, the hottest place to be. Literally, it is here, just 1 week away from Cash of Melbourne. Back to the here and now, though. Let's just
next weekend, we got Felix Cash versus Jason Wellborn, and what figures to be a good, solid domestic British dust-up. I'm looking forward to that one. Now, for those of you that are just now arriving, just to kind of go through what already happened on this card in the 3 previous fights. In the first fight, we had young, budding British cruiserweight, Chris Billam-Smith. He fought, I think his name is Jason Thornley, who was 14-0, and it was a dominant performance. He stopped him in the second round, and he had 3 knockdowns. So it was another encouraging performance for Billam-Smith. In only his second fight since the split decision loss for Richard Riakpo in his British cruiserweight title fight. So good stuff from Chris Billam-Smith. I really like him. I think he's someone to watch. Solid British fighter. In the next fight, you had Hopey Price, a guy that I've heard numerous great things about. Very skilled southpaw boxer. Fought a guy in his 3rd professional fight. Was a bit of a wrestling match at times, but he showed himself to be a classy technical boxer on the outside, control the distance. He gets the unanimous decision. And then Anthony Fowler, he fought Adam Harper, who was 9-1 coming into this fight. Hadn't really fought many people besides Michael Zarafa. Had no punching power, but it was a dominant performance from Anthony Fowler. I think he should have stopped him earlier, but he scores a 7-round stoppage and improves his record, runs his record up to 13-1. So that's pretty much the card in summary. And now we're awaiting for Natasha Jonas versus Terri Harper. I'm not sure what time her fight is. I just know that it's going to be sometime soon. I would anticipate sometime in the next 15 to 25 minutes they should be in the ring. That's the best answer I could give you. We got Manchester. We got Brussels. Shout out to Brussels. He says he's a big fan. Shout out. Thank you, man. We got Brussels. We got England. Sure, we got people from America because I'm from America, and most of my viewers are from America. So always good to see how international, how much these lives, kind of spread out. I have Terri Harper by decision. That's my prediction on the fight, but I would take it with a grain of salt because I haven't seen much of Terri, and I've seen a couple of fights of Natasha. No, I'm not going to actually show the fight I'm not showing the fight. I'll put the audio up and I'll tell you what's going on, but I can't show the fight. I'll get a copyright strike. But I'll do this. Here, we'll do this. Look, if you really want to watch this fight, right? If you really want to watch Terri Harper versus Natasha Jonas, look, I'll drop the link down below, the exact link that I'm using. Okay, hold on. Let me see. The exact link that I'm using. That's it right there. That's the exact link that I'm using right now to watch that fight. So you click on that link, it should work for you. If it doesn't, then I don't know what to tell you, but it's working for me. Yeah, it's your boy BT. It's the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're live, solo today. You know, doing a live fight reaction. Didn't think we'd be doing one this week, but we're doing one. Kind of want this card to just be over, to be honest with you. It's been a very anticlimactic card. I was really hoping they would have put Chris Billam-Smith like. I was hoping Chris Billam-Smith would have been like chief support. He would have been the main event. Because that's who I liked. That's who I was really interested in seeing. I wish we had Anthony Fowler first. So they could have got him out the way, then Hopi, then Smith, then the main event. But they put Smith first. Like, it's been kind of hard to be as excited, you know, as I was for the Smith fight. But maybe Terri Harper versus Natasha Jonas winds up being a really good fight. You know, I'm my fingers are crossed. And I'm holding out my hope for it. Yeah, neither one of them has even made their way to the ring yet, so I'm just patiently waiting for both of them to make their way to the ring. So let me know who you guys got. What's your pick? Is anybody actually picking Natasha Jonas? I haven't seen anybody who's picking Natasha Jonas yet. Smith is a bum. So what, Callum Smith? I agree. Oh, you mean Chris Billam-Smith? I don't know. I don't think he's a bum. I think he's a solid British level fighter who's got a slight chance of cracking the world level. But I wouldn't call him a bum. I mean, he did fight Riakpo to a split. Come on. So Natasha Jonas versus Terri Harper. That's what we're still waiting for here on True School Sports. Natasha Jonas, for those of you who don't know, she's trained by the renowned trainer in British boxing, Joe Gallagher, who's most noted for his work with Callum Smith, and I believe he might have even helped Tony Bellew at some point, but don't quote me on that. I mean, Riakpo is a better fighter than Chris Billam-Smith, but I think Chris Billam-Smith is a solid British level fighter. I wouldn't call him a bum. But that guy he fought, Thornley, had a really padded record. I was looking at Thornley's record, Jason Thornley, whatever his name is, Marcus Thornley. He fought guys like 100 losses. He fought guys with like 80 losses, 50 losses. I mean, he fought tons of just trash, cannon fought opposition. Jonas puts this lesbian to sleep. We'll see, man. Hopefully they start with the damn fight, man. It's taking forever. So yeah, we got some people picking Natasha. We got some people picking Terri Harper. We'll see, man. We will see, man. I'm hyped for these fights next week. The next week's fights are the ones that I really want to see.
First time in history, two British women will clash for the world title. Now, entering the arena, please welcome the 2012 Olympian, Tasha Miss GB Jonas.
Here we go. So Natasha Jonas is making her way to the ring. Here she comes. Oh my God, this damn song. You know what? I hope Terri Harper folds this girl up. I hate this song. She's coming out to Beyonce, that trash ass song. Who runs the world? Girls. Who runs the world? I hate that song. Oh Lord. God help us. Go Terri Harper. I'm going for the lesbian. I hope the lesbian wins. The rest of the world. She's got freaking lasers and fire and pyrotechnics. What is this shit? She getting this superstar treatment. I didn't see Anthony Fowler get this ring walk. I didn't see Chris Billings get this ring walk. What is this? She got a laser light show. She got like the Booker T fire. Like remember when Booker T used to come out? Bunch of fire in the background. She got a neon light show. You see, look, she got a neon light show. Natasha Jonas. She asleep? Asleep? Think she's fine?
John Gallagher says that with age comes the experience, the wisdom, but I think it's difficult to beat that young. She does carry power, but I think she needs to start.
All right, so Natasha Jonas has made her way to the ring. Now we're patiently waiting for Terri Harper. I'm going for Terri Harper. I want Terri Harper by KO, but I doubt she'll KO. It'll probably be like a unanimous a UD.
And now, entering the arena, please welcome the reigning, defending, undefeated WBC and IBO Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Terri Harper.
Yeah, Matchroom Boxing really stepped up the presentation for the main event. It's just weird though, cause like there's all this fire and laser light shows and all this stuff, but like there's no crowd there, so it takes away from it.
University graduate from the small unheralded halls in the bright lights and the major wins. Terri Harper, another wonderful role model. She delivers everywhere, and she stands.
So yeah, Terri Harper is on her way to the ring right now, but these entrances are taking so damn long.
She's fresh, supremely dedicated, and as Matt said earlier, has super potential.
She looks like a princess on the that's right. This is boxing really crucial.
She's a belter.
Magical shots.
All right, so Terri Harper has made her way to the ring, and we're just moments away from the main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Matchroom headquarters here in Brentwood, Essex, England. We are live on Sky Sports and DAZN for the featured bout of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBC and IBO Super Featherweight Championships of the World. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. We're sponsored by William Hill, StubHub, Wow Hydrate, WeBuyAnyHouse.com.
That's right.
PureGenix CBD, Texo Scaffolding Ireland, and JD Sports. This bout is sanctioned under the auspices of the World Boxing Council, the President Mauricio Suleiman, and the International Boxing Organization. The President is Ed Levine. The Supervisor is Robert W. Smith. Introducing your 3 judges scoring this world title contest from ringside, all from the United Kingdom. From Barry, John Latham. From Gillingham, Ian John Lewis. And from Liverpool, Mark Lyson. Your timekeeper from Bromley is British Boxing Hall of Famer Mr. Bob Edgeworth. And at the sound of the bell, your third man in the ring from Barhead, A-star referee Mr. Victor Laughlin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the 4 corners of the world to the 4 corners of this ring here at Matchroom HQ. This is it. The time has come. The fight
Starts. No. There we go. There you go, Diamante.
Introducing first the challenge.
I got Terri Harper by decision. She's 10-1 with 7 KOs. Oh, she got some punch. She got some thump. Oh no, she's 9-1 with 7 KOs. Man, maybe Natasha might win. I didn't realize she had so many knockouts.
Making her first attempt at a world title, fighting out of the Toxton area of Liverpool, England. Introducing Tasha, Miss GB
Jonas. There you go.
Jonas.
Son of God says the lesbian's getting put to sleep. Maybe, man. That'd be good for me, bro. Cause I gotta. Apparently, I have a hot date after this live. I got a hot date, supposedly.
She wears the white and green. She scaled 9 stone, 3 pounds, 3 ounces.
Who knows, man?
Professional record, a perfect one. 10 fights, 10 victories, 5 of them coming by way of knockout. She fights out of dignity. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the reigning, defending, undefeated WBC and IBO Super Champion of the world,
Terri Harper. There you go.
Ryan Rhodes. Indeed, she is a class act.
All right, so round 1 about to start.
She is a very, very live underdog. Tasha Jonas. History in the making here in the Matchroom Garden. The first world title between 2 British women.
All right, so Terri Harper versus Natasha Jonas. We're in round 1. This is the Terri Harper versus Natasha Jonas live fight reaction. It is worth noting that they are fighting 2-minute rounds, so you're gonna, you know, this fight will just breeze. It'll be a breeze. It'll breeze right by.
Really be looking forward to this, man.
Yeah, and Jonas has come out quick here. She's took the center of the ring, and this is a sharp start. She's looking to drive that straight left down the middle.
7 knockouts in her 9 wins. She can punch,
there you go.
She can punch
Terri Harper being patient in that orthodox stance. Jonas in the southpaw stance.
in the first or second round.
Right now, it's a feel-out round. Now, I always find it interesting with women's boxing because, you know, with 2 minutes, I mean, what time do you have to feel out? You know? Good jab to the stomach there by Natasha Jonas. Now, just off rip, you know, Natasha Jonas looks like she's bigger in terms of her shoulders than Terri Harper. So, you know, I think maybe she's definitely stronger. She's got more knockouts. Good left hand to the stomach there by Natasha Jonas. Jonas looking for openings. Harper looking for openings. So far, I think it's a pretty even round. Whoever wins these last 36 seconds is going to win the round. There you go. Good 1-2 down the pipe from Natasha Jonas. Natasha Jonas. She said, y'all must have forgot I represented Team GB in the Olympics. She's boxing like it right now. Showing a lot of patience, a lot of poise, a lot of good things from Natasha Jonas at this moment in time.
And one defeat, yes, but she does have so much pedigree. Natasha Jonas.
There you go. Straight left hand down the pipe from Natasha Jonas.
Just rushing it. We know what she's good at. Establishing the jab, fluidity, rhythm.
All right, so I give round one to Natasha Jonas. I thought she did a great job picking her shots, boxing, being patient, countering. I think it might take Terri a couple of rounds to get used to the speed and the patience of a Natasha Jonas.
This build your odds with William Hill. Brilliant. Our main man to have over 2 shots on target and an assist.
What, you can create your own net?
Yeah, and you get instant.
Build your odds now with player shots on target and assists. Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltron.
All right. So second round is about to begin between Natasha Jonas and Terri Harper. It was a really good first round.
Yeah, lovely backhand there from Jonas. That was really
Yeah, it's 10 rounds. For those of you wondering, this is a 10-rounder between Natasha Jonas and Terri Harper. So this fight is going to be a breeze. Unless we get a knockout, you know, this fight will fly by very quickly. But round 2 between Jonas and Terri Harper. Right now, I'll say this, man. Natasha Jonas' left hand has been, her straight left hand has been a really good punch for her so far. And Terry's having a hard time picking up on the speed and the angles of a Natasha Jonas. There you go. Again, Natasha Jonas shooting that left hand down to the body. Oh, Natasha Jonas. She's landing some serious combinations on her. I mean, she went. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna mute. I'll be back. I'll mute. Hold on, guys. I'm getting. All right, my bad, guys. Had an emergency phone call from somebody. But yeah, I didn't even see what happened in the second round. I missed the whole second round. I was on a phone call. Yo, is she bleeding? Yo, is Natasha Jonas bleeding? Wow. It looks like Natasha got pieced up. Why the hell is she bleeding?
Yeah. All right. When you throw, keep your head down. When you throw, don't lift up. All right. Come down. All right. I don't have to be desperate. When she wants to throw, you don't have to throw with her. Go through up, front foot. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Do you understand? 1, 2, 3. Go with your feet. All right. And then what I said to you, every time it's back to the head, those feet just putting the head in. You complain.
Yeah, what happened in that second round, guys? Someone hit me at the speak because I got a phone call for like not even 40 seconds.
Interesting. Listening in, Joe Gallagher trying to keep Natasha Jonas nice and cool and calm despite the shot, which was caused by a punch that Victor Lachlan into the third. There's that left hand, which is fast from Jonas. And all the reports are that she's done brilliant in sparring, especially in the later part of.
Yo, did Natasha Jonas get pieced up, guys? Let me know in the comments. What happened in the second round? Hey, Tangible, what's up, champ? Oh, Terri Harper. Man, Natasha Jonas, she's using her feet to box really well. I like what I'm seeing from Natasha Jonas, even though I'm kind of all over the place right now. But good right hand up from Terri Harper. Oh, it was a head clash? Okay, that makes sense because, yeah, the first round, Terri couldn't even find Natasha Jonas. Natasha Jonas was doing whatever she wanted, however she wanted. So, I'll just go. I didn't see that round, so I'm not gonna score. I'm just gonna score the rounds that I watch.
Tactical. You can see they were trying to control the distance. They were trying to counter as the next one. The other girl came in and out of range. They were trying to battle for that center of the ring. But in this third round here, they've both been happy to exchange.
A lot of posturing going on right now here in the third round. Yeah, and my man Intangible Boxing said that Terri Harper beat her ass the last round. So, F it. We'll go with Intangible. I got it 1-1. F it. Good left hand there from Natasha Jonas. She won this round though. Natasha's winning this round.
That's important for her. Over the 10-round distance, which Jonas hasn't been.
Close round this. Both landed some.
Natasha Jonas is the female Fowler. Oh man, she got way more. To me, she's got way more skills than Fowler. She might be from Liverpool like Fowler, but she's got more skills than Fowler. And we plant these seeds. By the way, guys, whenever this decision is announced, I'm gonna get right off this live because I can't really be talking today. I gotta go. I got somewhere I gotta be by a certain time. So, like literally, as soon as this decision is announced, I'm hitting you guys with that. You can love me, you can hate me, but I'm just here from Dania. But so if I look a bit anxious, that's why I want this fight to end. But yeah, Tasha just needs to continue doing what she did in the first round. Box smart, use that jab, keep turning her. Don't let her set her feet. Mix that left hand to the body and to the head, and she'll have her way with say however she wants.
She got a little bit leaky with his best. She's sharp counters from Harper. She's looking for that backhand down the middle, though. It's a good, solid, hard shot when she lands it.
Good right hand from Harper. It's the session where Jonas suffered a defeat to Vivian over Alpha. Mentally, it was a difficult one to recover from 3 wins in a row since. But
there you go, Natasha.
Winning that world title against Emma Volstrom in Sheffield in February.
So Natasha Jonas, you know, Terri Harper can't afford to let Natasha Jonas set the pace. Natasha Jonas, from what I read and heard, she's a better amateur than her. She's got, to me, better boxing skills. She's got quicker feet. Terri Harper has to make this a fight to where she can set her feet and land some good shots, big shots, and dig down to that body. Good jab there by Terri Harper. That one snapped Natasha's head back. That's what we want to see more of that from Terri. Bounce in and out, feint, break her rhythm, touch down, touch up. Come on, Terri. And Natasha, shoot that left hand down the pipe. There you go. She went right hook downstairs with the left. It's Natasha Jonas, Liverpool's very own. She's beating that girl like she stole something. Come on, Natasha. Liver shot. Dig down there again, Natasha. There you go. Come on.
Jonas said she would make a mockery of them. Women predicting the knockout.
There you go, Natasha Jonas having her way. I get her out of Jonas. So I got her up what, like 3-1, 3-1. My man Scott Quiggy. I don't know if that's Scott Quiggy. I don't know if it's the actual Scott Quigg, but Scott Quigg says that he hates the lesbians. He hates them. That they're an abomination, which, you know, I don't agree with them either, man. But yeah, it's your boy BT. It's a decent fight so far. Been an all right card. You know, good afternoon of boxing to keep our minds occupied, and you know, it's always fun to be alive here with you guys. It's always a pleasure. But right now, with the way this fight is going, I think Natasha Jonas is in prime position to really separate herself in the middle round. You know, Terri Harper is having a hard time not setting her feet. You know, she can't set her feet to land anything. Natasha, anytime she does get on the inside, her hands are quicker. So it's good stuff from Natasha Jonas. So here you go. We're in round number 5 of Natasha Jonas versus Terri Harper. So there's a very crucial round in this fight. I've got Natasha Jonas up 3 rounds to 1, but I could definitely see a card that's 2-2. So here she goes. She's digging downstairs. Natasha Jonas. There you go. Natasha Jonas landing some grazing shots down the inside and then doing a good job. Yeah, the Matchroom card, they got it 38-38. They got it 2-2. She's doing a good job when she throws punches on the inside of keeping a tight guard and blocking the shots. I like what I'm seeing from Natasha Jonas, particularly in the close quarters. There you go. She's doing a hell of a job digging downstairs. There you go. Yeah, Terri Harper, I think, from what I'm seeing, Terri Harper, I think she's too slow for Natasha Jonas. I can't see her being able to outwork Natasha Jonas on the inside, but you never know, man. Sometimes these Matchroom cards are horrible as far as the judges, so you never know. Good body shot there from Terri Harper. She went body shot, finished up top with the headshot. But Jonas gotta stop squaring up. Sometimes Natasha has this habit. I've seen it a couple times in this fight where she's squaring up on the inside. You don't want to square up on the inside. You want to bend those knees, pivot, and create a new angle, create a new opening, and attack it immediately. Good left hand there from Natasha Jonas up top on Terri Harper. And one thing that's interesting about this fight, a lot of women's boxing fights, they're not really fought in close quarters like this. These girls they're fighting in a phone booth. It's a decent scrap right now. Good uppercut from Terri Harper. Oh, body shot from Terri Harper. Yeah, so far I think Terri Harper is winning this round for me. She's landing the cleaner, crisper shots. She's showing great defense. She's bending. These punches are sailing over her shoulder. I got it 3 rounds to 2 in favor of Natasha Jonas, but it could be 3-2 the other way. I acknowledge that much. Yeah, at this point, I think Terri Harper, or Natasha Jonas, I should say, she has to box from the outside. She has to. That's her best bet. You stay on the inside, you're playing with fire. You're not going to have a good time.
Predicted this weekend. Red Bull, Ferrari, Racing Point, and the rest know they'll have their work cut out. Join us for qualifying for the 70th anniversary Grand Prix tomorrow, 1 p.m. Sky Sports F1 and Sky 1.
Boxing on Sky Sports.
Boxing on Sky Sports. Let's go, champ. It's your boy BT. It's the untouchable True School Sports Empire, proudly presenting something the boxing game's been missing. Got a good scrap right now between Terri Harper and Natasha Jonas. They both look like they've been spending time in a butcher shop. Their whole sports bras they were white, but now they're red because of all the blood that's been shed in the ring. So Natasha Jonas, she's got 4 rounds to really break this girl down or figure out a way to, separate herself. And likewise for Terri Harper. So far, early in the 6th round, a lot of posturing. Terri Harper looks like she's gotten her legs under her, and she's beginning to use her legs a bit more. Moving side to side, fighting in semicircles. Now it's Natasha who's kind of become more of the bull coming forward, as to where Harper is the matador. She's moving side to side. But so far, nothing too crazy has landed right now in through 6 rounds. In this 6th round, I should say. Oh, great left hand, a straight left hand that rocks Terri Harper. I got her attention. Good stuff there from Natasha Jonas. There you go. Good body shots on the inside there from Natasha Jonas. Oh, big right hand from Natasha Jonas. It's a better round from her. Good response after losing that last round. Here you go. Good body shots from Terri Harper. But see, now Terry's making the mistake that when she's on the inside, she's squaring up. And that's going to get her beat up against Natasha. But she's got her back up against the ropes, and Natasha can't get her shots off, so she hasn't got caught too badly yet. And this round, it's a pretty even round. Natasha trying to step around her and pivot, but Terry's tying her up. Terri Harper using those legs, boxing. Natasha Jonas, good right hand there from Terri Harper. I think she's still in this round. Oh, she's still in this round. Man, this is a tough round to score, man. I feel bad for these judges. This is a tough round to score. But I'm gonna give it on to Terri Harper, man. I thought she had the more consistent work, and she landed some pretty hard shots of her own. Yeah, so I got it 4-3 for Natasha Jonas. What do you guys think? What y'all scoring that fight?
Yeah, that was a beautiful straight left hand that she landed. And we're seeing an angle there of Harper landing a lovely right hand.
There's Jenna.
Oh God, they're showing. Yo, come on, Natasha. They just showed Terri Harper's lesbian wife. That's too much, man. That's too extreme. We got kids watching this, man. The lesbian does look tired, but so does Natasha Jonas. I like how you guys just calling her the lesbian. You guys aren't even referring to her by her name. So I got it. It will be 6-1 Harper. Yo, it's not no damn 6-1 Harper. This is a close fight. This could be 4-3 either way, maybe 5-2, but no more than, if you want to get extreme, 5-2 at best for like, one of them, but not no 6-1. Yeah, the Matchroom's got a dead even. Yeah, Sky Sports, the unofficial Sky Sports card, they got it dead even. Good left hand there from Natasha Jonas. There you go. Get your hands free, Natasha. There you go. Ooh. Big right hander from Terri Harper. Yo, honestly, guys, I think this fight's going to wind up being a draw. It's a close fight. You're probably right, Scott. You're probably right. They're gonna give it like ridiculous. It's gonna be something crazy. You're probably right because this is a Matchroom card. Terry's younger fighter. I'm pretty sure she's the more politically connected fighter. So you're probably correct, my friend. Probably correct, but I'll be optimistic. Good body shot there from Natasha. There you go. There you have it. So I'm not even scoring anymore. I just know it's a close fight. What do you guys have it? Charlie Edwards says this is a great fight and women's boxing is booming. Do you guys think this is a great fight? Jamie Collins says this is a brilliant fight on Twitter. It's a solid fight though. And honestly, this is hands down the best fight on this card, but that's not saying much considering who fought in the card and who their opponents were. So I wouldn't take that as too much of a compliment, but this is hands down the best fight on the card. Up the Scousers, that's right. Shout out to the great city of Liverpool. All right, so we're in round 8 of Natasha Jonas versus Terri Harper. It's been a pretty good fight. Oh my God, yo, Natasha hurt her. What a sharp left hand and right hook from Natasha Jonas. Terri Harper's legs are buckled. Come on, Natasha, fold up like a blue steel chair. Come on, Natasha. That was a sharp freaking left hand and right hook. Yo, Natasha Jonas ain't playing games. She wants some smoke. Good right hook from Natasha. This is hands down the best round she's had so far. It's not even close. This is a great round from her. Brilliant start. Stay consistent. Stay consistent, Natasha. Don't give this girl no room to breathe. There you go. Good left hand from Natasha Jonas. She's stalking her on that ring. That's right. Son of God, 316, which is ironic. He says, knock that lesbian out. He's wilding, man. He's wilding. But yeah, that was a sharp left hand from Natasha Jonas. There you go. She missed a couple of those punches there. Overshot those. But she's definitely winning this round. This is a dominant 8th round from Natasha Jonas. She's really coming on strong. Good liver shot there with the left hand by Natasha. And then a right hook up top by Natasha. I don't know, man. I'm not saying that. I'm just reading the comments. I'm not being homophobic. I'm just reading the comments. I love everybody. Come on, Natasha. You gotta keep boxing. Keep her ass on the outside. Keep her on the end of that telephone pole and then iron her out with the left hand. There you go. All right, so that is a clear as day Natasha Jonas round. I don't know what the hell they're scoring it right now, but I know it's going to be a crazy fight. Michaela Mayer tweets on Twitter. She says, Jonas is winning these inside exchanges, except she's letting herself get backed up against the ropes. Not good in the eyes of the judges. Yeah, Michaela Mayer, she's onto something. I think she's onto something. That's a fact. God.
What a really good fight this is. Yeah, that right hook, she landed the left hand, and as she pulled out her range and Harper tried to come onto her, she just walked her onto the short right hook.
Damn, y'all getting pretty hostile in them comments talking about heaven and hell, and can't we all just get along? Can't we all just be friends? I want to be friends with everybody. I'll be friends with you guys. I come in peace. We're in the 9th round, a very critical round in the fight between Natasha Jonas and Terri Harper. It's been a really good scrap so far. I'm not sure who's winning. I'm not sure who the judges favor winning, but we'll see. Another big left hand there for Natasha Jonas. Terri Harper was having a good round up until then. Yeah, Matchroom Boxing and Sky Sports, they have it 76-76, dead even going into the 9th round. So make of that what you will. Oh, a big left hand and then a right hand from Natasha Jonas. So she's winning these inside exchanges, and when she lands, she's landing big. She is landing big, thudding, attention-getting shots on Terri Harper. You know, she's beating her like she said something bad about her mother when she lands these shots. Oh, good body shot from Natasha Jonas. And on the inside in close quarters, Natasha's the more crisp puncher. I think right now Terry's gassing out, and I don't think she has the stamina to hang with Natasha Jonas. Surprisingly, being that Natasha is such a young an older fighter, but it just goes to show you sometimes age is nothing but a number. There you go, good left hand there from Natasha Jonas. Natasha Jonas getting crafty on the inside. Turning, using her shoulders and her elbows to create new punching angles. 26 seconds left here in the 9th round at Matchroom Square Garden. It's Eddie Hearn's fight camp. Natasha Jonas versus Terri Harper. Very good fight so far. There you go. Good body shot there from Natasha Jonas. Terri Harper's throwing. See, Terri Harper's problem is when she's on the inside, she squares up sometimes, and she's throwing these punches and she's overshooting them. And they're not really being turned all the way over. So they're not really having the effect to keep Natasha off of her. And for me, in that 9th round, that is a clear Natasha Jonas round. What do you guys think? Who's winning right now?
Yeah, a really good fight. This hasn't disappointed at all. Certainly saved the best to last tonight.
I mean, Hamza, I'm in agreement with you. I mean, I don't agree with the lifestyle, and I do think it's had a lot of negative effects on society, but we're not here for that. We're here for boxing. We're here for boxing, champ. Okay? Maybe if I start a true school politics channel, I could go sound off over there, but right now we're focused on boxing. I'm not scoring it, but I think Natasha Jonas is winning this fight. To be honest with you, I have her winning clear. I have her winning just by a little bit. Yeah, I don't have an exact winner because I'm not scoring it, but if I had to pick who I think is better to doing the better work, I think it's Natasha Jonas, and we're here in the 10th round. So let's see. I picked Terri Harper to win, but I think Natasha's winning right now. Oh my God, Natasha, she's digging upstairs, coming up like she's throwing really good shots. She's going, it's really good work for Natasha. Terri doesn't really know. Terri looks tired, and it seems like whenever she closes that gap, she looks a bit lost. At least in this fight. I mean, I haven't seen any of her other fights. I don't know if she's a good inside or outside fighter because I haven't watched her that much. But in this particular fight, she looks a bit lost. But there's some good body work there by Terri. But then Natasha comes back and pivots and creates openings. Man, they're both doing some fantastic inside work. Last minute of the 10th round between Natasha Jonas and Terri Harper. Yeah, I don't think I personally look. I don't think this fight's gonna be given to Natasha Jonas. It's a close fight. Terry's younger. I'm pretty sure she's signed a Matchroom and she's the more politically connected fighter. I can't foresee Tasha getting a decision. But who knows, man? There's still 38 seconds. Maybe Natasha breaks her down and folds her up. But I highly doubt it. This is going the full 10. No doubt about it. It's going the full 10. There you go. Man, but I really do think Natasha Jonas deserves this decision, man. She's fought a hell of a fight. An excellent fight. A brilliant display of inside fighting and pivoting and using your angles. Good right hand, good right hook there from Natasha Jonas. And a left hand from Natasha Jonas. And Terri Harper, she's holding on, man. She said, get me out of here. That's the conclusion. The fight has gone 10 rounds. Natasha Jonas raises her arms. She thinks she's won the fight. I think she did enough to win the fight. But we'll see. We'll see, man. For the 64 of you that are here right now, make sure you guys smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Super chat if you haven't done so already. And, yeah, man. Let me know who you thought won in them comments. I'm hoping they don't give it to Terri Harper because I really think Natasha won this fight. Pretty easily, too, if I might add.
On your card to Natasha Jonas, and I think the quality of the liver public, the challenger tonight, in patches throughout each round.
All right, I'm back, guys. Can you hear me? Let me know in the chat, guys, if you can hear me. If you can hear BT in the chat, just say we can hear you.
Such a close fight, such a hard fought battle. It's a shame whoever loses this because it was such a great battle. Gotta be close.
Okay, good. Are you guys serious? Oh Lord.
The drone overhead, eerily quiet.
Unbelievable.
David's announcement. She looks very confident.
You guys are saying she got a draw, so I'm gonna take your word for it. But I'm still gonna wait for the reaction for the decision. My stream is like way behind. Apparently. Ugh. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 championship rounds here at Matchroom headquarters, we go to the judges' scorecards. Ian John Lewis, 96-94, Terri Harper. By 2 to Harper. John Latham, 96-95, Natasha Jonas. 1H. Mark Lyson scores this contest 95-95. We have a split.
I mean, it's not the worst decision in the world. Definitely not the worst decision in the world. But I thought Natasha Jonas definitely did enough to win this fight. But you know, they always say that a draw is good for business, and this is no different. This is good for the business of Matchroom Boxing, as they can put this on another card. And I thought Natasha was robbed of a victory. She should have won, but it's not the most gross robbery of all time, but it's definitely, to me, a robbery. So that's what it is. That concludes today's card. I'm gonna end the live very shortly, but just a couple of reminders again. We'll be live next weekend for Dave Benavidez versus Romero Angulo. So Pops be live for that one with me. The Deontay Wilder interview with the interview with Deontay Wilder strength and conditioning coach Joey Scott, that's dropping tomorrow on the channel, so be on the lookout for that. That's going to be an absolute banger. And right now as it stands, right now while I'm talking to you guys, I'm currently 58 subscribers away from hitting 30,000. So whenever I hit 30,000, I'm gonna hop here on a live, and you guys are gonna get a True School Sports 30,000 subscriber live special. You know, we'll talk boxing, we'll just shoot the shit, have fun. But that's what it is. Hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys had as much fun watching the fight today as I did. I mean, it wasn't the best card in the world, but we made the best of it. We definitely had a good time, as we always do here on True School Sports. And I'm gonna get out the live because I have a hot date. So with that being said, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just Kip from Gang. So until next time, take care, guys.